All right, there we go, live, Fox Sports Racing, Ryan Gauld, Cal Thompson right here. Cal, my friend, we are live, round one, Wild Rose right now. The 250 Moto is actually on track, the first moto right now. Dylan Wright is leading the way as we're talking right now, and man, it's exciting, it's hot, it's crazy. Yesterday we saw some crazy things with the smoke and everything coming to town, but we're underway here, buddy.
Yeah, it's crazy. We had a little pyrotechnics yesterday, a little early. Had some smoke from the fires up north of us, and it's all cleared out today, and we got racing underway. We've seen early leader Jess Pettis jump out to that hole shot there, and he actually faded back a little bit. We're understanding the number one machine has actually got an injury going on.
Yeah, he came in a little bit injured this year so far. About a month ago, had a bit of a bike problem. Had a crash because of a bike issue. He's back on track. We kind of counted him today to come in and be like where he's sitting at right now. I think he's in 6th position. Him and Luke Renslin are battling hard, but came in a little not healthy, not 100%, but doing what the champ does, going out there getting those points.
Yeah, it's very key. That's I talked to him briefly yesterday in the pits, and it's very key. We've seen last year he won the championship with having 2 DNFs.
Yeah.
So coming here, getting a 6th is a huge, that's a huge step in the right direction.
100%. And as we're talking, Dylan Wright is currently leading our 250. You can see in the background right there. We'll pick up some race action here very shortly. We want to welcome everybody joining us here on Fox Sports Racing. We're so stoked to kick off the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series, the MX Tour portion of it. We've been inside. Now it's time to sweat. We're sweating today, buddy. It is hot out here. I can't imagine the riders are going to be dealing with us all day long. The track is getting dry. The heat right now, it almost feels like we're kind of in Ontario in Canada because of the humidity as well.
Yeah, a bit of humidity, and definitely the heat is turned up today. We've seen it throughout the week watching the forecast that it was going to be a warm one today, and obviously we already run into a little bit of dust. Here's some race action going on.
And there we go. This is the battle right now for 4th, 5th, and 6th. We got Marshall Welton on that Sky Racing Husqvarna currently sitting in that 4th position. In behind him is our reigning champion, Jess Pettis on the Red Bull KTM Thor Factory Racing. Here we are, 4, 5, and 6, and there's MX 101 Luke Renslin, the fill-in for Jess Pettis from last year.
Yeah, and these guys, the whole moto have been glued to each other. They all got good starts. Obviously, Pettis dropped back from after getting that hole shot, but Marshall Welton, the new guy from Michigan, he's come up here and shocked a lot of people.
And I can just look over our shoulder. We can see it, but on screen watching racing, the 2-lap board is there right now, Kyle. So a lap and a half left for these guys right here. And Renslin has been on the tail of Jess Pettis the entire moto, but has not been able to make that pass as you were leading to her there. And as you see the track a little bit dry right now, a lot of busy schedule we got going on here today with a lot of action. The track is going to be hard to maintain for the boys, but they're going to do their best. And when the gate drops, there's nothing they can do.
No,
race time.
Exactly. Yeah. It's moto time, and like I said, like Jess Pettis getting out there and beating Renslin. He's almost close to closing out this moto in front of Renslin. Renslin coming in was the hot shoe, the guy that's like, hey, this guy might win the championship, run away with it. So keeping him in the rearview mirror is huge for Pettis.
100%. No, Pettis can pull out and hang on to that top 5. The white flag waving just in behind us here. So 1 lap to go for our leader right now. Dylan Wright currently leading this first 250 moto here from Wild Rose MX. An unbelievable moment. We're just wrapping it up here. We're going to send a commercial. We'll be right back here live on Fox Sports Racing. All right, here we are back live on Fox Sports Racing here for Wild Rose for the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. Ryan Gauld and Kyle Thompson. There it is, our winner right there, Dylan Wright on the Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing. 2nd spot, Josh Osby on the CRT. Yamaha there, and then 3rd spot, Red Bull KTM Thor Racing rider Tanner Ward. 1, 2, 3, a great battle. Jess Pettis grabbing that roadstreaming.com hole shot. Moto 1 is in the books. It's been a hectic day already, Kyle. We've been running around, plugging wires, making things happen. We are now live, though, and in the action, we got 1 moto out of the way.
Yeah, 1 moto down, and it was a good one. I want to say that it's a feeling out process coming from the indoor stuff out to the outdoors. We obviously get a lot more new riders coming into the series, and yeah, definitely a feeling out process. It's prime conditions today, though. It could have been a mutter. You never know what the mountains bring in here. So it's dry conditions and hot, so we're right into motocross action here on June 1st.
Like you said, the weather here changes so dramatically. You never know. That's one of the things they say Watch the weather, wait 5 minutes, and then you'll know what is changing again. But today, absolutely bluebird skies. Yesterday, we were kind of alluding to it at the beginning, about 600 kilometers from here, for any of our American friends watching, we're at, what's that, 400 miles-ish? Something
Yeah,
like
we'll give them that.
We'll give them miles. Forest fires, Sylvan Lake, and it came all the way down. It literally had the city you can see in the background right now. That was, you wouldn't even been able to see any of those trailers probably from our viewpoint yesterday because of the smoke throughout the city. It was quite astonishing on our eyes. We don't really see that on the east coast of Canada. It was, I didn't really notice it as far as the breathing thing, but there was a warning where we might have had to maybe doctor up the motos and take them down because of this advisory from Health Canada.
Health Canada, we got to put the riders first in that situation.
100%.
And the first step would have been to reduce the motos and just less time on the track for these guys, less breathing that smoke while under stress,
Yeah.
right? The next part was going to be to cancel and to move it to Sunday, which thankfully the winds changed direction. There you go. There's a city. We could not see it from Calgary or from the
From
track
where we are,
yesterday.
yeah.
So now today you can see the city, and it's a great skyline here in Calgary, Wild Rose.
It's pretty amazing, the facility and everything right here. We are right in downtown of one of the biggest cities in Canada, and we're racing dirt bikes. You know, usually we're maybe trying to drive cars or whatever it is. We are right in the heart of it here, and it's pretty cool. Right over the shoulder, Blackfoot Motorsports, one of the old powerhouse teams just down the bottom of the hill. Blackfoot Direct opening up a shop. We had this little sort of gathering yesterday to go and talk to them. And but very cool. Let's just talk a little bit about that first moto once again. Dylan Wright. We saw what he did on Arena Cross. Bringing it, Kyle.
I gotta say that was a statement, Ryan.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I got that championship. Maybe you guys were like, whatever. I can ride motocross too. We've seen him. He won 3 overalls last year in the outdoor series. So they don't want 19 to catch fire early.
No, and you know what? He's one of those guys, I think, too, like you were sort of saying, you get that confidence, that ball can roll very good. Wow, we're getting ready to it right now. The podium's going on right here. I'm going to go and grab Dylan Wright. After that podium finishes there, we're going to talk to him. But right before we do that, let's go pay some bills. We'll be right back here at round number 1 of the Rockstar Triple Crown Series, Fox Sports Racing Live. Back, everybody. Fox Sports Racing Live, Wild Rose, round 1 of the Rockstar Triple Crown Series. Ryan Gauld, Kyle Thompson. Kyle, we just wrapped up the first moto of the day. There we were talking about Dylan Wright. They're actually doing the podium in the background right now, getting that all handled. Zeb Dennis, our boy on the mic over there. But let's talk about Jess Pettis. Came in a little bit injured. Grabbed the road sprinting hole shot. I just kind of caught words as I was running over during our commercial, and he said, you know what, I needed points. I wanted to go out there and have a good moto. And I think he's happy getting a 5th place. That's got to be good because, like you said, he came in not healthy.
Yeah, talking to his mechanic yesterday, he's like watching him practice, and he hasn't practiced for a long time after that injury to his arm, and still dealing with that. His mechanic's like, we'll be lucky to be the top 10. So going out there and getting a 5th place is huge for them, and just the confidence is going to come from that, knowing that, hey, I still got the speed, even though I'm at my lowest right now. I'll just keep healing, getting better. We get through the first 3 weeks, then we got a nice break.
Yeah, exactly. And I like that sort of build-up. When we talked, I did a podcast with Jess this week, and he talked about that, and he's like, look, I'm coming in injured, but I just want to build. And so a 10th place is a mechanic, so he might get fired. Mechanic might get fired after that moto right there. They have to talk with him for sure. Yep. Let's talk about the soil and the track out here a little bit, Kyle. This place has been part of the series for a real long time. Way different direction and setup compared to what we've seen the last couple years. Looking really fast. I talked to a lot of the riders. Roost, unbelievable pain, and very fast track.
Yeah, it seems like they took a lot of the tighter sections and opened them up a bit. I'm not sure if that's going to make racing better or worse for us. But yeah, it's fast, but the lap time's still a lot longer. So they found some areas where they're using more track, but it's just a lot faster. Yeah,
so a couple changes in the background. You'll see it when we get into our next moto. The 450 guys coming up here for first moto. So we got Dylan Wright, Josh Osby, Tanner Ward. Josh Osby, let's talk about that kid right now, because last year he had some moments, like that, a couple bike issues. Last year wasn't really able to keep himself in that title hunt, but 2nd place to start the year, man. He's got to be happy. I got a chance to just pick his brain quickly when I ran over there. Well, he said, yeah, I'm good. I'm stoked. That's a good moto. I'm pretty happy with it. So give me your thoughts on the 21.
21 came through the pack a bit there. He didn't get the greatest start. He was obviously in the top 10. He came back through the pack, and we actually thought he was going to make the pass for the lead. He caught up to Dylan. He caught up to Tanner. Made the pass on Tanner, but then Dylan grabbed another gear, pulled away. But you know what? Last year coming in, I feel like Osby had a lot of hype on him, being that he did so well the year before, had an injury late, and cost him the championship. But this year, it's a different Osby. I feel like he's coming, he's hungrier, and that Yamaha's looking good for him.
Yeah, that was just going to say, those blue bikes, they got something about them, whether it's America, Canada, GPs, there's something about those blue bikes, that 250F, that whole package, and then, of course, you put the good rider on it like a Josh Osby, and you get what you just saw right there, 2nd place. It was cool. I just bumped into for the first time Skip Norfolk.
Oh yeah,
Former mechanic of one of the greatest riders in the history of our sport, Jeremy McGrath in the 90s. He's not wearing the clear glasses that he used to wear that we used to watch on ESPN and stuff like that. But pretty cool. I didn't get a chance to talk to him there, but I kind of got a little shaky.
Yeah,
a little shaky. The guy's got a bit of an icon. Hopefully, you might be able to bring him on the show throughout the year. He's going to be coming to all the races. He's managing that team. Give me the whole name of that team because you probably know it better than I do.
It's the CTR. Club MX Yamaha Rockstar team.
Yeah, FXR Gear 2 backing them up as well.
Yep.
So let's talk about a little FXR premix action. We didn't get a chance to watch it there. It won't be a part of the television show today as it is, but we saw Mike Brown out there. Mike Brown is riding the 125 class and the 450 class, just because he's Mike Brown.
It was cool to see him. Like, I grew up watching Mike Brown on a 125, and it was so cool to see him ride a 125, come through the pack. He was buried. He was buried in the field, and he sliced through it. Obviously, there's a lot of different age groups in there. There's some young kids, some older guys, ex-pros, whatnot.
Yeah.
But he sliced through there, and it was awesome to see. And
he didn't get a very good start.
No, horrible start.
Horrible start.
But the transition for him to go from that bike to the big 450.
I just can't even. It just makes me,
I would not want to ever do that.
It's making me giggle a little bit. Like, why? He's a savage, as the kids like to say these days. He's a savage. Yeah. And it's going to be cool to watch him and see how he does in the 450. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to go and win. He's not going to be a threat for the win today. But Cade Clayson says today, he's like, man, if Mike Brown gets near me and dogs me all day, I might have to just call it a career. And I'm like, he's going to dust you today, kid. So I was kind of poking fun a little bit about that. But very cool. The FXR Premix National Series, very cool little addition here. And we also had our first women's moto.
Yeah.
Right there, and former champion Shelby Turner took the win, but the American Avery Berry, who had been doing our Arena Cross series, coming out doing the tour with the Manluck Racing and Ryder Floyd team, and she did a good job closing in at the end, but Shelby Turner kind of took the win. This local tractor, I don't know if she rides here a ton or not, but this is her local scene.
She does a lot of the enduro cross, and she's actually a champion at that. I don't think she won this year, but the previous year she has won that championship, which is wild. That's like a whole different sport than this. You know, obviously you're on the similar bikes, but you're dealing with a lot of different stuff. So coming out here, winning the first national.
Some water going down the background there. Race fans are laying it down for making muddy for the 450 guys.
Yeah, looped
like
up for the 450 guys. But no, it's good to see the women's out here. They had a great race. The 3 KTMs, obviously Eve Brodeur, our Eastern champion, coming out here with the 1E on her bike. Yeah. She's ended up third place there. She just didn't have the same speed as the two leaders there. Avery Berry making that late charge, not good enough to get Turner, but other than that, good racing. Yeah, no, it was fun to watch there for sure. And Avery Berry kind of said it. We're going to take one more quick break because Dylan Wright is still wrapping it up there on the podium there. But when we come back, we're going to talk to our Moto winner, the Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing rider, Ryan Gauld, Kyle Thompson. Do not touch that dial. We'll be right back. Fox Sports Racing live here for round 1 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown. And there we go, a great shot of the background right now in Calgary, Wild Rose MX, right in downtown. And here we are, Ryan Gauld, Kyle Thompson, and the man right there in the middle of us there, Dylan Wright, just taking home the first moto of the first round of the first race. First. It was all first right there for you. Congratulations, Dylan. Honda Canada GDR Fox putting you right on the box.
Yeah, thanks very much. Obviously, good to get out there and get that win in that first moto. I mean, it's been a long off season for motocross anyways. Not too long since the Arena Cross series wrapped up, and like you say, take home the championship there was good. And I knew that there's going to be some stiff competition coming in this weekend, so had to keep my head down the last couple of weeks and keep working super hard. And obviously a little hard work paid off in that moto, but I mean, I did make some mistakes that I got to clean up, and I know that I definitely can improve on that moto. And just kind of get out there and ride a little bit smoother next moto. I know it's going to be a little rougher, but obviously start the year off good.
Talked about the start. You didn't really get a great start. You're about 5th or 6th right there, but made some passes. And one thing I kept alluding to, we did some podcast stuff this week with a couple guys, we talked about it. I feel like you're a different guy. I don't know, is it something you're just calmer out there? You're not maybe rushing stuff? Is that something that you kind of worked on this year?
Yeah, obviously in years past it's kind of been rushed, or I've kind of made too many mistakes, or whatever it's been with bike issues or whatever. And I mean, this year we've been working super hard just with my program and the team's program on the 250, and we got it pretty dialed. I've been working super close with my trainer and with Colt and the whole team, so obviously step that up. And I mean, just come in with the mentality to just go out there and have fun. I ride my best when I'm having fun, and that's kind of the biggest thing we changed heading into this season, was just kind of go out there, ride mellow, and keep breathing. And that's why we did that moto. Obviously, need to get a better start next moto. So maybe I don't have to work as hard and eat as much roost, but definitely a good way to start off the season. But I couldn't do it without my whole amazing team, Honda Canada, GDR, Fox Racing, Atlas Braces, Proven Moto, SSS Suspension, my girlfriend, my family, and my mechanic. I mean, it hasn't been an easy day this morning. We've been dealing with some issues, but finally get it done and get out there and get the win. Definitely pays off for him and for me. So we got one more to go, and should be good.
Kyle, watching it there, was pretty cool seeing how he did it. And I mean, we got the 450 guys going in the back row. Maybe you can ask him about
to be honest with you, I was watching you practice from the tower here, and I just noticed that you're a lot more comfortable and confident and solid on the bike. Before, I feel like it was just like almost that year difference, maturity level went through the roof, and you're just off the Arena Cross Championship. You're on a whole new level, in my opinion, and just to keep that flow going is going to be the key.
Yeah, no, 100%. The flow's got to keep going. We got to keep it going. We got to keep working hard. I mean, Tanner, Josh, Tyler, everybody's riding super good, and I feel like we've all stepped it up a level this year. So, I mean, it's cool to see, and it's going to be some good racing all season, but definitely going to have to keep being smooth and being nice and patient out there and kind of letting the race come to me as opposed to years past trying to make maybe some dumb moves happen too quick or put myself in a bad position. So we just got to keep putting ourselves in good positions and make it happen.
Hey, we had a good dinner last night, didn't we? Had a good dinner. All right, we're going to let this guy go get ready for his Moto 2. The 450 hot lap is on track. I'm sure Dylan's picking Colton Fasciotti for the win.
Yeah, either Colt or Michael
Biased, I guess, right? He's got to be biased on that one. Hey, buddy, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Congrats on that Moto win. Ryan Gauld, Dylan Wright, Kyle Thompson. We'll be right back with 450 Moto number 1 here for round 1 of the Rockstar Triple Crown Series. Here for round number 1 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series, and there is a shot of the number 1, our reigning champion, 5-time, going for 6. Colton Fasciotti on the Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing. We just talked to his teammate who won the Moto. Man, it's hard to bet against the guy. The guy's wearing the 1. He's won here many, many times. Colton Fasciotti, Kyle, can he pull it off? And he just announced that this will be his retirement year. He's going to call it after the season. Some may say that is silly to announce at the beginning because, you know, maybe his heart's not in it when he's racing. I don't think that's going to be the case.
No,
I think we're going to get everything we need out of him.
I think he wants that 6th and to take over that top spot as the most titles in Canada. And last year, if he can ride like anything like he did last year, he's going to put on a clinic. It was absolute, like it was
42nd. One of the motos was like a 42nd
win
or something like that. Yeah,
it was impressive and probably one of his better rides in his career. To be honest with you, at his age.
No, definitely good shot of the crowd. They're all good turnout as always out here in Wild Rose. A great city, like we keep talking about, right in the downtown heart of everything that goes on here in Calgary. And we got a motocross track right in the center of it. And we're about to get into 450 Moto number 1, our premier class, the Vegas dollar, the $100,000 Rockstar Triple Crown Chase. And yeah, I forgot that you got the lap times there from today for that 450 class. You can talk about who was on the top spot, Kyle.
Yeah, actually my brother, Cole Thompson.
So CT, which is, he's usually he's one of those guys. He's good at that stuff. So I don't remember him actually doing it last year that much, to be honest with you.
No, to be honest with you, I talked to him in the pits. He's like, I think this was my first time qualifying first on a 450. You know, he's raced, obviously he rode a couple years in the 250 there, but before that he rode the 450 a bunch, and that was his first time qualifying first. He's always a struggle at qualifying, struggle at putting his hot laps in early, but grabbing that top spot. But right there in the 2nd spot, number 3, Sean Moffenbauer.
Surprise?
I'm surprised.
Yeah, a little bit of surprise right there. So Moff, and then Alessi in the 3rd spot for the times. But we're about to, these things right here are about to showcase. They don't really matter.
They don't matter.
They don't matter. We just gate picked. They're on the gate right there. Another shot of the crowd. We're going to get down to that gate, and there it is. The boys are getting ready. We're going to be probably shooting that 30-second board very shortly. We're going to be seeing the Rockstar Energy models going across to the Moto 1 board, and we're getting underway. And this is the time, right? Like, as a racer, Kyle, remember, man, the nerves, you're unsure. Did I train enough? Is the bike ready? Am I ready? Do I like the track? And all that kind of stuff. And then as soon as the gate drops, it all goes away.
Yeah, it's a nerve-wracking moment, especially here in Calgary, as well as the 2nd round, Prince George. We have cement starts, which is a whole different technique. These guys have to go actually spend a lot of time practicing this and just get that tire heated up the right amount just so you can get off there clean. You can spin out so easy, burn a tire, and the guys are gone.
Okay, so here we go. 40 of the fastest riders on the gate here for round 1 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. The $100,000 payout continues here after the 4 rounds of Arena Cross, and now we're into the first of 8 rounds of Motocross here. 40 riders on the gate there. We talked right now. Cole Thompson was your fastest qualifier, and we're just kind of waiting to see what's going on. I see the riders getting clicked into gear. It must be it is. The board is sideways. Here we go. Who's going to grab that rotorstripping.com hole shot for the first race of the year? Up the inside, the 800 looking good. Oh, that's an easy one to call. Honda Canada GDR Fox Races Smart Top support right there. No problem. The 800 going to take away Michael Alessi. And it looks like the local boy Keelan messed it again.
Oh, another good start there. It looks like Cole Thompson dropped up inside into 3rd. Running that 3rd spot there. And look at that, Fasciotti right around the outside of that, Colt Thompson, and he's right on Meston.
And look at this, Fasciotti doing exactly what he likes to do. Try to get past everybody right away. Boom. He's going by Meston already. Not going to quite squeeze that thing. Oh, Fasciotti doing a nice scrub. And like your brother right there sitting in fourth place. So all of our key players with that guy from last year. Meston last year did great. He got the starts and was up front here in the home turf. He is also part of the CRT team on the Yamaha there. The FXR backing him. But there's the number one. Currently our reigning champion, and then our Arena Cross and the Triple Crown champion from last year right there.
Yeah, and this is huge for Keelan Meston. Last year we seen him get his best finish in the 450 class. Deja vu for him, another good start, and he's going to be looking to top that, if not copy what he did last year.
He's doing a great job on the defense mode right now. It looks like Fasciotti definitely a little bit faster, but just cannot work his way around. And unless he's stretching out to maybe 2 or 3 bikes, but Meston doing a great job. He loves this track. He's a local boy here. He's got tons of family and friends supporting him out here, so it's great to see him get that start. So Mike Alessi, though, on the Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing smart top, Bullfrogs Honda right there, actually riding the exact same bike as Justin Brayton or Chris Kiefer or Malcolm Stewart did all through the winter in the Supercross Series.
Yeah, you see Mike looking over his shoulder, kind of checking out who's behind him. He probably sees his teammate just tearing back there. Obviously that red #1 plate, he's easy to spot, but Keelan Meston just up the outside there. Looks like Fasciotti has the move.
There it is. The pass is made. Honda Canada GDR Fox running 1 and 2, and our champion sitting in that second position, Fasciotti. Man, this is what he does. He gets to the front at this track. We've seen him pull away. Alessi's got to do his job trying to hold, but the battle right now is still between Fasciotti and Meston. And here comes CT Cole Thompson, our reigning Triple Crown champion, sitting in that 4th position, 5th spot. Phil Nicoletti, Rockstar Energy, OTSF Yamaha. So we got all the big names as they flash. They're just right behind us. You can hear the bikes coming by. And there's CT scrubbing, trying to make that pass right now up in the 3rd.
Yeah, the number 10, Keelan Meston, great start and holds his own. He's obviously put a lot of laps in here. He's going to be solid out here with these guys. And Nicoletti, keep an eye on him. I feel like as this moto gets on, he's going to get a little faster.
Yeah, I think Phil Nicoletti's just going to get stronger and stronger. It's kind of a, whoa, bit slippery in the face right there. Looks like Thompson's bike. And here comes the number 2, Monster Energy Alpine Star, Peter Kawasaki. Matt Gerke, there it goes. The Triple Crown champion, Cole Thompson, Red Bull KTM Factory Thor Racing Rider in this 3rd spot, Kyle.
Yeah, look at that. Good pass by him, and he's got the number 1 in front of him, so that's a good sign for Thompson. Try to keep that number 1, Colt Fasciotti, red-plated rider, in front of him.
Yeah, and I think Cole is probably, he's a very, not educated is a word I want to use, but very calculated rider. He knows how good Fasciotti is at this track, and he just definitely does not want to let him get away. But look at Meston hanging right in there, doing good, not letting CT get away, and also making sure that Phil doesn't get by in the rear.
Yeah, that local knowledge is coming in handy here, especially when the lines get pretty nasty. It's good to have a lot of track time and have those sneaky lines and be prepared. As look at that, Nicoletti
rips the
pass.
tear off too, right, going by, right? It's sort of the little sort of, hey, in your face kind of when they make that pass right there. But here we are back up to that lead rider right now, Mike Alessi. I'll tell you what, Mike Alessi was about a 5th place rider in my opinion, in my picks as I was talking before this, but wow, does he ever look good right now? Maybe him and that biker gelling. We were at dinner last night. He said he feels good. He's excited to be back in Canada again, and he and the team, last year he was on the Monster team, maybe just didn't fit so well. Right now it looks like things are going good.
Yeah, that's the same way I look at Sean Moffmeyer switching to Yamaha.
Yeah.
He's comfortable. He did great. He won a championship on Yamaha. He's back there looking good in the times. I don't know where Sean is right now. We're going to have to look at our lap scores here, but right now the lead battle, Alessi kind of slipping away from these guys, and it looks like Thompson trying to creep back up on Fasciotti as they go through that back rocker section heading towards the spectator area.
Just in behind the trees there, we lose him for just a second, but there it is, Fasciotti, and Cole now dogging him. He's not anyway, but look at Alessi. Look at his check date right now. He's got about 4-second lead on the front of the pack here. We're going to dive into our live timing here, and we'll find exactly what that lead is as they go through. And but Alessi, you can hear the bikes coming in behind us, Kyle. Such a cool sound listening to all.
Alessi got about a 3.5-second lead, Goldie.
Oh, there you go. You got it on your phone. Perfect. I was trying to get it on mine, buddy. Where you at? Where you at?
So 1 second separating Colt Fasciotti, Cole Thompson, and Phil Nicoletti. So those guys all keeping it tight. We've seen Phil and Cole battle it out in the indoors. It's a GDR team, new to the series. They're just joining the Triple Crown for 2019.
Look at Phil. He is hungry right now. You get that little taste at the beginning of the moto. You're going to want it all the time. So it's going to be interesting to see where Phil goes from here on. But it's all about Mike Alessi right now, pulling away, Kyle. Like, he is pulling away from these guys. Look at the 800 right now. Looking like, whoa, a little off track right there. Wow. Hopefully Kanger and Darrell didn't see that one.
No harm, no foul there, Alessi. And this is a different Alessi. Last year we seen him coming in, struggling a little bit, like we said on that Cowie. And this year, come out guns a-blazing and pulling away from the national champ. So this is awesome to see the number 800 doing so well early on.
And he got that RoyalDistributing.com hole shot, would just put him up at the front of the pack. Look at Cole Thompson using every inch of the track out here, trying to close in on Fasciotti. But Nicoletti right now, he looks like the hungry man in this little three-pack we're watching.
Yeah, Nicoletti, the first time we see him in Canadian soil outdoors where he gets to twist the throttle. He joined us last year in Montreal Supercross, came through Arena Cross, so we only seen him in the indoors. This is the first look at it, and look at him, he's all over the number 16.
Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha rider out of New York, born and raised, but now living in North Carolina, training at Club MX. The number 5'4" is going after the number 1'6" right now. And these guys, no love lost between them. They're in the track. They're like, whoa, CT almost slides out, loses the rear end there, Kyle. That was a slippery spot coming down the Shaw Valley.
Yeah, it looks like it's a lot of the areas here. The hard pack has come out, and you just get really good throttle control to maintain this pace that they got going.
All right, so CT makes a little mistake, kind of loses a bit of time. But Nicoletti right on the rear wheel right now. That is the battle we're watching on screen right now. Fasciotti starting to edge away. Maybe he's starting to find that groove. And man, when he does, that's ugly time for everybody else on the track right now. Alessi pulling away, he crosses the line right there. Right in behind us, and there's Fasciotti already getting into a lap rider here. Wow, lappers already being a part of the course.
So Cole coming in there third. Those guys are just losing touch a little bit of Fasciotti and Alessi as the GDR boys are really laying down the beats. The time they spent off Arena Cross has got them well rested for the outdoors.
All right, Red Bull KTM Factory Door Racing rider Cole Thompson right there. He is in third position. On screen right now, right behind him is fourth spot. That is Phil Nicoletti leading the way, though. The 800, Mike Alessi, got about a 4-second lead over his teammate, Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing, the number 1 of Colton Fasciotti, sorry. 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here, very tight, Kyle.
Yeah, and these guys are starting to pull away. Our fifth place rider, Keelan Meston, doing a great start earlier. He's still sitting in fifth, which is solid for the number 10 CTR rider. Mac Durkee pulling up that 6th spot. He's just on Meston now.
All right, there it is. They drop into the valley, coming in the screen. The lovely city of Calgary, Alberta, right in the back right now as Cole Thompson gets over top of that jump. And Phil Nicoletti still right there. Fasciotti stretched it out to maybe a second or so from then, so now he's trying to find his groove. But can he catch Alessi like they keep talking about? He's a new Alessi. Like something in him right now is working well.
Yeah, and looking right there, Alessi definitely doing well. But I noticed something there with Nicoletti, struggling a bit in some of those deeper ruts, and then he had a good look back. He just wants to know that if he can drive it in hard here, take some different lines, he's not going to get attacked by somebody else. So he's got lots of room behind him.
All right, so the OTSF Rockstar Energy rider Yamaha backing him up on the Steed, the 5'4", chasing Cole Thompson right now. A great battle on screen, and of course Phil ain't gonna give up, right? And CT, he'll just wear it down. He's one of those guys too. I think gets better as the moto gets longer, Kyle.
Yeah, like we talked about all Arena Cross. Mac Gerke, Phil Nicoletti, Cole Thompson do not like losing. This position is not their favorite spot. They'd like to be up in that number 1 spot there, and they're Keelan Meston getting run down by Mac Gerke.
Look at this. There's bar-to-bar action going on right now. Monster Energy Alpine Star, Pillar Kawasaki makes the pass. Matt Gerke is on the move right now. He's trying to find a way to get up into that top 4 pack they've probably got about an 8-second gap that he's got to close in right now. Do you think he can do it? I mean, we got lots of time here, Kyle.
Yeah, lots of time in this moto still, Galdi, but the biggest thing I see is lap times haven't got that strong. He had an incident earlier today, and I feel like he's toned it back a little bit, where he's maybe trying to find his groove again on this slippery surface, and we know Matt gets to a sandy surface. He is unreal. He really knows how to twist the throttle. So this is going to take a little bit more precise riding and just precision.
All right, so Matt Gerke right now slide himself into that 5th position. Keelan Meston back into 7th position. And there's CT back up on the 3rd spot right now. And Fasciotti center pole, but Phil is not losing him right now. Phil Nicoletti not falling away. Let's get a rundown, Kyle. Who's our top 10?
There we go. We got Mike Alessi, Cole Fasciotti, Cole Thompson, Phil Nicoletti in that 4th spot. Matt Gerke 5th. Meston, Dakota Alex, the American, up in 7th. Sean Mockmeyer, the 2nd fastest today. He's up in 8th. Cade Clayson and Mike Brown. We talked about that earlier.
Mike Brown in 10th spot.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Mike Brown going to be riding the 125. Already rode 1 moto. Maybe it was an advantage to go out there and ride a bike that's got 25 horsepower less.
Yeah, a lot lighter, too. So he might know some extra lines here that those guys don't know. And sitting in 10th, the guy who's been around, he's an absolute legend out here in motocross.
We look back at last year at Cole Thompson. Didn't have a great day here. Hit the podium in 1 moto. Finished, I believe, 4th overall in the day. so far watching, is it looking better in your eyes, Kyle? Looking very similar? What are your thoughts so far on Cole Thompson compared to what we saw last year to right now?
Last year, I feel like his first moto, even though he got third, he came from dead last. He was on the ground in that first moto.
That's right, he was. That's right.
Very strong. Second moto, he had a couple crashes.
Like an elephant out there. You never forget. Right?
No. And there you go. Phil Nicoletti's still in the hunt, still eating that roost off the number 16. And it's got to be a tough spot for
He's got
16.
the drive right here, Cal. This could be the pass. He's trying to move it. Oh, they actually bang into the rear end right there. So Phil Nicoletti, well, CT really open up the door right now. Is this the pass? Is Phil going to make it happen? Yeah, and he's going the wide line. Wow, Cole did not put up much of a fight right there. Maybe something we didn't see off camera right now. Nicoletti moving into that top 3 spot.
Yeah, there you go. This is a great start for Nicoletti. This is where he wants to be, and you can see the 2 Honda guys not too far out in front of him. So see if he can get some momentum after making that pass on Thompson.
And Alessi now coming over right behind us one more time. He is in the lead, and Fasciotti is right on his rear wheel. The gap between those two is down between at least 2 seconds, I would say. There it is, 2.1. I know what I'm talking about. And Phil Nicoletti on screen now. He has just moved himself into that 3rd position with Cole Thompson on his Red Bull Factory KTM Thor back ride into that 4th spot right there. I wonder if we was able to talk to Jess Pettis or Tanner Ward between the motos. That could be an advantage for Cole Thompson over, say, Phil Nicoletti, because he doesn't have a little bike teammate in the game, but he is very good buddies with Marshall Welton. Maybe they were able to chat and give him some lines. Yeah, it's a huge help for these guys, especially if they get a quick chat right before they go off the line of just a couple sneaky lines. As you see how many ruts are in those corners right there, Goldie. Oh, yeah, lots of line choice right here. Definitely not running away on that. There's the leader, 800, but here he comes. Honda Canada, GDR Fox Racing. That's Fasciotti right now, starting to close in. And Nicoletti, like 4 or 5 seconds behind, not that far behind right now. As we're back looking at Cole Thompson again. And but we're looking at Fasciotti right now, really starting to find a cow. Yeah, he's finding his groove, and he's got the fastest lap time going there. So unless he's going to be looking in his rear view of that red number 1 plate. He's coming right up over top of the mountain's edge, and there it is, your leader, and the number 1 is right behind him. He is coming. There's going to be no stopping number 1 right now, Kyle. No, he's on a roll. He's got the fastest lap, and you know what I mean? It's deja vu for this guy. He's going to get out there, and is he feeling like, hey, this is the same thing I did a year ago. I'm going to put the moves on. Look at Alessi getting a little sideways. Yeah, getting a little Larry Loop out on that one. Michael Alessi maybe coming in, maybe starting to feel a little bit fatigue as he's starting to reach the halfway point of this moto. But here comes Fasciotti. Man, he's so strong. He's so good. You look at the body position right now. He's just ready to attack. Do you think Alessi will settle and maybe just let it go, or is he going to put up a fight? He might put up a small fight here early, but once he gets behind him, it'll probably be a beneficial for the 800 to kind of see where number 1's going and see why he's made up that time. Fasciotti is definitely in the groove right now. He's trying everything and anything to get by. He's outside, inside right now. They're side by side coming over the big drops. A lot of big singles out here on the track this year. Really setting up so they fall in line right now. The main rut is the best one. They fall in line. Here it is, 800 in the 1 coming up to the finish line one more time. It's a matter of time, I think, before the 1 takes over. And the Cole Fasciotti looks at. Here he goes, charging up the inside. Is this the pass, Kyle? No, not going to make it right there. Scrumming into the mechanics area. Both pit boards probably saying, take it easy, guys. It's a long motor. We want both of you on the podium. Round 1, we're GDR teammates here, boys. So let's take it easy. Let's get this 1-2. All right, up over that big tabletop one more time. And here it is up the inside. Does he have the pass made? He's got that drive. He does the drive. Alessi, the 800. He's got around, and there it is. The pass is made. Colton Fasciotti in the number 1 ride has just moved in. Honda Canada, GDR Fox, still 1 and 2. But our reigning 5-time champion, calling his retirement this year, he doesn't have to go out and win. He's got nothing to prove. Moves in the lead. He's going to start pulling away, Kyle. There you go. That was a great pass there. Like a little mix-up line where they had to hit the half singles, and it looked like Fasciotti kept that bike grounded and speed to the forward there. All right, back down into our 4th place rider right here. That is Cole Thompson sitting in 4th. There's our leaders on the left side of the screen. Number 1 in 1st spot. Number 8 in 2nd. And there's Phil. Phil is not far behind. He is closing in on Michael Alessi as well. Phil is very impressive right now, Kyle. Yeah, Phil Nicoletti is a never give up attitude. I've seen this guy race a lot of outdoors down south and always up in the mix. Actually got a podium last year down south in the AMA series. So he's Unadilla, right? Unadilla, I think it was. Unadilla. So on screen though there, we're looking at the effortless ease of our 5-time Canadian champion right here in the Premier class of 450s. And Cole, that one little mistake right there kind of sort of made his head bobble, but it doesn't look like it changed the attack mode of the thing. And now he's starting to stretch it out over Alessi. And one thing I've always talked to Cole about is I asked him, I say, when you make that pass to the lead, like, does it just go in your mind? He's like, yeah, I attack. I go as fast as I can for 2 to 3 laps to try to gap that thing and sort of you know, wear the rider down that I just passed.
Yeah, kind of burst their bubble right off the hop and like, oh man, I can't go that fast. And then coast back into settle back into a similar speed that Michael Alessi would be riding. But since he's already made that 5-second gap, he's got the race won.
All right, one more lap on the books right now for Colton Fasciotti up over the finish line, the number 1 Honda Canada GDR Fox racing rider, 5-time Canadian champion, trying to get the record book and make it 6 to surpass his hero. All right, his main man, the guy that kind of made him or helped him turn into what he is, JSR. He's got the five championships, but he wants another one. And Phil Nicoletti right now is closing in. What's the time gap there between Nicoletti and Alessi?
2.3, and Nicoletti put down the fastest lap of these guys at 2:06.3, so it's half a second faster than Fasciotti. So watch for the 54 to start creeping up here.
Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha on the gas right now, trying to creep in. And you know what? Alessi's not losing Fasciotti right here. He kind of gapped him to that 1.5 seconds, whatever it is right there, but he's kept it for these 2 laps.
Yeah, Alessi just got himself out of that roost patch there where they're eating a lot of rocks and debris, so now he's in the clear. He can probably put down some good laps and see where Fasciotti's a little bit faster. All
right, so the lead pack one more time down the valley. You can tell it is very, very hot, about 28 degrees or something like that right now out of here. So it's probably about 75 for any of our American fans tuning in and watching on the Fox Sports Racing Live here for round 1 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. This is 450 Moto 1 on track right now, and it is all Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing thus far. We saw Dylan Wright win the 250 Moto, and now Colton Fasciotti doing here in the 450s.
Yeah, so these GDR boys have done their homework. The bikes are running good, handling well, and the riders are strong right now. Let's see what happens in the next half of this moto. We're almost at the halfway point, and it looks like Fasciotti is strong as ever. All
right, so the boys are leading. There it is, the 800 right there. Michael Alessi doing a great job. You know what? This is not at all what I thought I was going to see out of Alessi. He is strong right now, and this moto is wearing down. Like, we're getting at the thick and thin of it right here, and he's not getting any slower. That was what we saw last year. He had the speed and everything, but it was only for 20 minutes.
Yeah, so we've seen that early on, and he ended up getting a shoulder injury and had to retire the season early. But, yeah, Alessi just wasn't the same Alessi that we've seen in the past years battling for championships.
There it is. We're going to come up. We're going to see it right there. The halfway board is out, Kyle. We are halfway through Moto number 1 here for the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series, the 450 class. And on screen, we're watching the Rockstar Energy sponsored rider, OTSF Yamaha guy. That is Phil Nicoletti. You got a couple of lappers in the way right now. And Alessi able to get through them, no problem right there. There's Daryl Murphy, one of our referees right there, waving that blue flag. For those people at home that are just joining in that sport, the blue flag means you're a lapper. Or as our old referee used to say, there's a race going on and you're not in it right now. But Alessi is looking in that rearview mirror, and it is all full of Phil Nicoletti.
Yeah, Nicoletti, another fast lap, fastest on the track right now. So he's gaining not only on Alessi, but he's gaining on Fasciotti. So if he can make the pass and make this last half race charge, he can get up to that number 1 and really put a statement on this first round.
Round into the bottom, Kawasaki left-hander right now. The Honda and Yamahas are going at it. Whoa, the cameraman swinging a little wide right there. Back into this battle. This is for second spot. Alessi grabbing his stomach right there. Cramp maybe or something, or maybe he's fixing his underoos check protector right there. That was something that he was grabbing his jersey. Unsure what it was, but there's Fasciotti down at the bottom of the screen. He is now gapped it out to about a 4 or 5 second right now, but Alessi maybe having a bit of an issue, or maybe just tucking the jersey or something right there.
I'd hope it's just a jersey malfunction, that he's not cramped up, but, you know, at this point of the race, he's shaking his head a little bit there, Ryan, so I'm not sure. I know his team manager is right in that infield section, so he may be getting some signals from him.
All right, so we see him shake his head, see him grab. Something might be going on with the 800 right now, but he's still putting up the fight. The old dog's got new tricks out there. He's got the lovely family in town, Danielle, and the kids right here with support. We see Tony Alessi and Mike Genova, his team managers and owners from the States. The whole package. Even Vince Freese came up to support him this weekend.
Seen that. So that's it's a cool scene to be up here and get that whole shot like we know 800 can do.
Hey, and this is where we saw the 54 go around Cole Thompson. Look at this. Nicoletti is trying everything. They're on the inside, on the outside. Doesn't make that pass. No. The defense of Alessi is impeccable right now. He's holding it at bay, but it seems to me it might be just a matter of time here as we just reach that halfway point. But here they come. Nicoletti's trying outside. He's trying inside. Takes that same line. No, they almost run into the back of the wheel right there, Kyle.
Yeah, so Nicoletti's got some crafty lines, and they're definitely working out. He's not going to have the fastest time this time around, though, as he got the caught in the back end of some lappers as well as the left. So we're going to see, look like Cole Thompson actually busted out the fastest lap time.
Alessi just looks behind him, and Phil was on the other side of the track, and there's the pass. Filler on the outside.
Oh,
No, and Alessi shuts the door. Wow, what a great race, Kyle.
Couple Americans going at it for that second spot. And impressive that Alessi, he must not have an issue with his stomach. And there,
Whoa,
Cole
look at that.
Thompson,
CT has done what he does, like Fasciati later in the Moto finds it. Look at this. It's a power racer now. The Yamaha versus the Honda, and here comes the KTM just in behind. Kyle, we have got a great race on our hands right now for the first 450.
Yeah, the first 450 Moto is a banger here. And look at that, Nicoletti making a drive around this outside, Goldie.
You know what he's doing here? He's trying different things, but CT's seeing it. Maybe he's working the same angles of Phil is right now as we see our leader go through the screen. Fasciati starting to pull away. There's the 800, and the 5-4's got it. He has it. There it is. So Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha makes the pass just off screen, Kyle.
And that's a tough corner at the bottom of that hill, Goldie. There's a lot of lines, but it gets deep up the inside where the favorable line is. So he might have went right around the outside of Alessi, and Alessi could have got caught up.
Alessi, well, look at a scrubby coming out of Phil right there. Scrub-a-dub-dub right there from the Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha rider. Now has moved into that second position. Our leader, Cole Fasciati, still gone. Alessi ripping his hair off, but here comes Cole Thompson. He's just said last lap he was the fastest out on the track.
Yeah, so he put down the fastest lap of the top 4 guys. Keeping an eye on him, but it looks like Colt Fasciati's an absolute leader. I feel like he pulled away a little bit more. He had 4.6 seconds, and we'll have to wait to get by that stripe to see what that ends up being for this lap. As we get later on this moto, we're looking at about 7 more laps to go.
All right, Alessi looking back again right now. We always say you never want to look back at racing. That's a sign of either getting fatigued or tired or getting worried of what's coming in that rearview mirror.
Yeah, you're the guy that you're in the hunting. You're liking to see that guy look back like, oh no, here he comes too. So this is good for Cole Thompson to see the number 800 peering over his shoulder, and he's got to get by him quick to have a chance at Nicoletti.
All right, so the 800 right now maybe struggling, a little bit tired, hasn't raced an outdoor race in a while. And there it is, the pass is made. Red Bull KTM Factory Thor racing rider Cole Thompson makes a great pass, Kyle.
Yeah, a lot less effort than Nicoletti had to put into that pass. So that's good. It's a bit of an energy saver. You know, when you're in a battle zone and you're trying to breathe and trying to get by the guy, sometimes you're getting that ruse, you're trying to pick lines, and you hold your breath, you kind of wind yourself a little bit. So Cole Thompson making that pass quick is going to save a lot of energy for him in the long run.
All right, so now we'll see if Thompson can drop another heater, that he has a bit of an open track right now. Alessi, our early leader, we were very positive, very hot on it, almost like we saw like last year. Great starts, but not able to keep that pace for the entire moto. So here, just past the halfway point, now he's dropped back into 4th position. How far is Gerke? Is Gerke still 5th spot? Let's get a little rundown,
so
Kyle.
Gerke's sitting in that 5th spot. He has dropped off. He's got a cushion of 13 seconds behind Alessi.
So big room.
Alessi's can kind of cool down a bit and try to find his groove again. Maybe you make a run at the top 3 again.
All right, look at the lap traffic right now. Phil is not going to be happy with the lappers right here. He doesn't like that kind of stuff. But there it is, Cole Thompson right now. He's trying to shoot. And I don't know if you just noticed there, Cole hits the jump, looking straight forward. He's looking off in the distance. He's not looking what's going on right in front of him. Any rider, any racer, any fan, look at this. The racers, the best ones at it, they look ahead to see what's going on, and he's chasing. He wants Phil. He sees him. He sees what he's got. He's got a goal in mind.
Yeah, and there's a lot of lappers out here, Goldie, so it's very key to look ahead, kind of calculate where you can get these guys. You see Sam Gaynor, the rookie there. Yeah. Keep an eye on him later on in the series.
No, that's not Sam Gaynor, sorry. 28.
Oh, sorry,
that's is that Brownie? No, that's not Brownie.
Eric Jeffries.
Eric Jeffries. That's it. There you go. Yeah.
82, 28.
Yeah, that's his amateur number, right? 828 used to be his amateur number. All good right there. As we get a shot, there's the 800 right now. So 800 is falling back. The 4th spot, Kyle. Give me a rundown of a top 20. Top 20 right now is just starting to come to that end of that moto.
So Fasciati pulling out to 6 seconds. We got Nicoletti, Thompson, Alessi, Gerke in that 5th spot. Moffenbauer getting up to 6. Messin, Dakota Alex. Cade Clayson still sitting 9th. Mike Brown in 10th. We got Ryan Dowd, the American. John Dowd, his legendary father. Cheyenne Harmon in 12th. Morgan Berger, haven't heard him in a while. Sam Gaynor actually in 14th. We just spoke about him. Nick Collins, Casey Peace, the young rider, number 25. Colin Duran, the Cycle North rider in 17th. McCoy Burrow, Ryan Lalonde, and Parker Ells.
Where's my boy Gaynor? Where's he out up there? Did we even see? Did you call his name? He was in. Okay, I missed that. 14. Nice. That's a good start. Rookie. You know, it's wild too. Most rookies go to the little bike class. That's usually just sort of the way it goes.
Yep.
He gets a ride with the Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha team. Kind of a bit of just a helping hand, if you will.
Yeah. Much like this guy right here, Cole Thompson jumps straight to the 450 as a rookie.
Yeah, that's right.
Very similar path for Gaynor. Similar riders.
Both of them are big on the bike, sturdy, and they handle the power well, and that's a big thing because obviously the power of that bike could tire a younger, littler guy out like that. But you can tell right there that it works for the number 16 on screen. Our Triple Crown champion from last year, $100,000 winner. But right now the man out front is Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing, Colton Fasciati. Man, I'll tell you, this guy. He's like a fine wine. He just gets better with age, I guess, because, man, he does not look like he's slouching at all. And like I said, he announces his retirement. Other people, I did a podcast this week. announces his retirement. They're like, there's no way he's just on a swan song. He's not going to have that much fight. Why would he announce it? This guy can say anything right now. It's just like, he's so good, Kyle.
Yeah, he wants to win just as bad as the rest of them, and having that #1, red-plated #1 at that, you don't want to lose that red background there when you're #1. You want to keep it. It looks a lot better on that Honda.
All right, so there it is. Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing the #1. Atlas Brace backing him up as well. And he just looks good. He's strong. And there's something about this place and round ones. Every single year that he's won a title, the round one has been like, wow, Colton is on him again like that. And we saw it last year. Back in 2008, he breaks his collarbone in practice, races, goes 1-1, skips the next round, and then still wins the championship. The guy, it's crazy the history and story behind all of his championship. Well earned, because at the beginning of the career, he was this guy that had oodles of talent and no heart. Yep. He found the heart later on when he got on the Blackfoot racing team with JSR, and then look at him now, right now leading this race, coming to an end here very shortly. Here we got about probably 5 laps to go, 4 or 5 laps to go in this moto, but it's not getting any easier. The heat is coming down on us right now. The track is getting dustier and choppier out there, but it does not show for him. He just keeps getting faster and faster.
Yeah, he had some good mentors over the years. Obviously, JSR you spoke of earlier, and Blair Morgan, multi-time champion.
He gives Blair a lot of kudos on that one, actually. A very big supporter, and always thanks Blair a lot. He used to actually eat raisinette, lots of raisinettes on Saturday night before the races all the time. I never understood why, but that was his thing.
Yep, raisinettes, there you go. So Colton Fasciotti,
I like a nice raisinette.
Pulling away there, but looking at lap times, Phil Nicoletti is on a heater right now. He's closed up from a 7-second gap down to 4.4.
No way, wow, okay. So maybe a bit of a mistake. Was that lap of Fasciotti just really slow, or Phil was just that fast?
It's been consistent, Galdi, so it looks like Phil is staying consistent to his fast laps as well. So it's going to be interesting late here. If he's gaining a second a lap, we're going to wait for the camera here to get that gap for you guys. And
there he is. There he is right there. Rockstar Energy OTS Yamaha. What is going on with these guys? What is happening here? I love it. I'm loving this late moto charge. And CT looks like he might have settled back a little bit after that real fast couple laps that he got after when he got around Alessi.
Yeah, maybe a podium is kind of where he wants to put himself early on in this championship. And he just doesn't want to push him maybe. I'm not sure, but he had some speed there when he caught Alessi. And now it looks like Nicoletti has found another gear. And you see Colton just going up out in front of them. Nicoletti smells blood.
Hey, and you know what? When you see that rider, like with CT, he was looking ahead and saw Phil, he's trying to chase him. Phil can see Colton right now, so he knows he's gaining, he's catching. That is such an energizing feeling as any rider out on the track.
Yeah, there's nothing more energizing than gaining that little bit. If it's a hot practice day, or you're here in a national, if you're gaining on your counterpart there, it motivates you.
Okay, so on screen, Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha rider Phil Nicoletti right now doing a great job for his team and himself. It's funny, we had a bit of a live timing issue this morning when we got here. He comes up and he's like, yo, man, my dad is screaming at me at home. There's no live timing. I'm like, we're fixing it, Phil. We're fixing it. So the family at home is really interested in what's going on with Phil in the series, and I think Dad's going to be happy right now.
Yeah,
Dad's going to be happy
with this ride, and he's closing in on that #1.
See what that gap is here as they just come across that finish line one more time. Phil Nicoletti
is
really
down to 3.2.
Wow.
That's another second.
He is closing in right now. So we know that Fasciotti's not much of a guy that looks back at the riders like that, but do you think right now he sees Phil out of the corner of the 180s? You got to be able to see those.
Oh yeah, when we talked about it earlier, you said Colton Fasciotti puts those heaters in right away, gets that 5-second gap, and goes into post mode. He's got a new competitor here. He's got the number 54 machine that doesn't give up until that checkered flag is out. So he's going to have this Yamaha in his rear view mirror very shortly.
Wow, there's Fasciotti just up hitting the jump. There's Phil right there. Lapper's doing a good job getting out of the way of the battle that is happening here in moto #1. We probably got about 4 laps-ish to go here, so Phil's got lots of time, Kyle, to close in on this battle, or close in on that lead. There it is, the #1 kind of going across. And Nicoletti is right there. He is really feeling it right now. It's awesome to watch. The skeptics this week, or the critics, sorry, said that it's going to take Phil a while to get going in this series. Apparently they don't know anything. Yeah. They don't know a thing, Kyle, because Phil right now is finding it. And it looks like he's been riding this Wild Rose MX track his entire life.
Yeah, you got to look at lap times from practice. He only got a couple sessions on this track ever. So coming out here, he was fresh. As this moto goes along, he's going to get better and better. And come second moto, he's going to be at his optimal. These guys have all put laps in on this dirt, have seen how this track forms. Phil Nicoletti, first time out here, and now is the hunter.
All right, dropping down one more time. The cameras are on him. Our leader, #1. Honda Canada GDR Fox rider right there. Colton Fasciotti looking good. And we might, not going to quite see Phil in that shot there, but he is right in within about 3 seconds The battle could be heating up. We could have an unbelievable last couple of laps in this moto.
This is what the fans need, and this is what we want to start out the series like. Get some good competition right off the hop and good battles. We've seen it early with Alessi getting that start. He had to get passed by these top three. Fasciotti made way first, and then Nicoletti, Thompson made way right after.
All right, there it is. Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing, the number one. Nicoletti is definitely in the rearview mirror, but now we're coming up to that lap one more time. Still, nope, not quite 2 laps to go, so at least 3 left in this moto. So quite a bit of time left for Phil Nicoletti to close in right now. And I'll tell you what, lap traffic, man, did he close in again on the time?
Just a little bit, Ryan. He closed up a 0.2 on that lap. So
we got a lap rider with the bikes on fire out there, but Nicoletti is really charging as we're watching them on screen. And there it is, over top of that chump. He sees it. Nicoletti, you see the call, right? Blood in the water. Blood in the water is what he's got right now.
Yeah, and that's definitely something that these Yamaha boys, they don't want to give Honda a 1-1 to start the day with Dylan Wright taking that 250 moto, Colt Fasciotti leading the way, and look at that, the big number 1 right in our view.
What Rockstar drink do you think Phil drank before this moto? Is he an OG guy, maybe the purple, the
Definitely
blue?
not blackout. He did something a little bit more energetic.
Yes. There it is, Honda Canada GR Fox Racer right now getting chased by the Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha rider, and these guys are pretty good buddies off the track, actually. They talk to each other. Very similar in age.
Getting close here.
Wow, look at this on screen. He is right on it here, Kyle. He can see it.
Yeah, that back section, something that Phil's doing. He's finding a line down those deep ruts. Every time he comes out of there, he's gaining time. We've seen him make that pass on Alessi, and now he's gaining time on Fasciotti.
All right, up over the mountain's edge right here. One of the local shops sponsors that big, huge jump coming over top of it. And Nicoletti is seeing it right now. Fasciotti's still leading here. And I know Fasciotti, he could probably see it. He's one of those guys, too, that can pick the pace up as he wants, kind of thing. So it'll be interesting to see if Phil really gets close enough here. Fasciotti just kind of turns up the revs again on that Yamaha and pulls away.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a good one here. That Phil Nicoletti he's got the taste for it right now. And it's all about getting around these lappers clean. It looks like Fasciotti got clear of those 2 Yamaha riders. And it looks like Sam Gaynor there.
That's Gaynor right there, yeah. And you said he was right around 14 spots still, so they're lapping up here quite into the
Yeah, it's 14th. He just passed Cheyenne Harmon, actually, so
yeah,
into 13th.
They're lapping quite far up into the field. Look at that good teammate right there. Sam Gaynor, the rookie, pulling out of the way, making sure Phil can get through. As we're getting into another lap, clicking off, and look at this. We're going to see it here in just a second. There it is, the 2-lap board. 2 laps to go. Can Phil do it? Phil's got 2 laps to try to chase down our 5-time Canadian champion, Kyle.
Oh, this would be huge for Phil Nicoletti to start out the year. I'm sure his team manager, Steve Sims, is hungry for a win just as much as Nicoletti here. And you almost could throw a blanket over these guys soon here as Phil Nicoletti keeps on clicking off those fast laps. Another 207.6, a whole 1.5 seconds faster than Fasciotti.
All right, wow, there is no doubt about it. We don't even got to look at the times for this, and it is down to 1.5 seconds, no problem right now. Fasciotti feeling it, that Phil Nicoletti found a Rockstar Energy somewhere in the woods, and he is cruising right now to try to chase down that leader. He is right there, Kyle. He is seeing it. He's going to put everything into it. Or do you think he's going to settle back and maybe wait for Moto 2? I don't think so. I think he wants it. I think he wants this right now.
He's worked this hard. He's already passed a bunch of guys to get to this place and got this gap narrowed down. And I seen Phil down in that bottom section. He's taking a wide line there.
Yeah.
Very interesting. See all the faster guys up front there taking that big inside run. Phil's obviously doing the right line around the outside.
He's making it work. He's picking away at it right now. Fasciotti leading right there. Oh, that flag. They come right close to that flagger right there for sure. Nicoletti up the inside. Fasciotti up the inside. 1.5 laps to go here in Moto number 1 of the 450 class. This is round number 1 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. $100,000 on the line. And Phil and your brother are very tight as far as the points right there. That would be a couple points towards Phil Nicoletti, but imagine if he gets that first place, that would be a 5-point swap. So the points are anything, but man, I'll tell you what, this is awesome to watch. Nicoletti is feeling it. The track, his bike, and him right now are as one, and they are chasing down the number 1 here late in this 450 Moto number 1.
And it looks like Fasciotti kind of found a couple fast lines there, pulled out that gap a little bit more. It almost looked like 1/2 second he's got back on Nicoletti. So that's going to be huge when he sees that white flag. It's going to re-energize the number 1 machine.
Yeah, so Fasciotti right now has found it. Like, once again, you might be able to touch him and let him catch him, but once you get close enough, he just kind of runs and hides. There they are coming over that big single one more time. Nicoletti on the 5-4, your number 1. He's coming up to that finish line. He's going to get the white flag. 1 more lap to go. There it is, waving for the number 1. 1 to go. Can Phil make it happen here, Kyle? He's got about, 2 minutes or so, 2:02-ish to see what he's got.
Yeah, just over 2 minutes to finish this race out, and it's been a long one for these guys out in this hot sun. So again, there we go. Just when we thought the number one was going to throw in the white flag, he puts in a 2:07.1, pulls that half second out on Nicoletti, gives that a little bit of breathing room.
All right, there it is. Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha rider Phil Nicoletti in second spot. And Fasciotti, the last stretch we saw, he was about a second half. It looks like he's about a 2-second lead right now. So Colton Fasciotti has seen Phil, and then he doesn't want to see him anymore because he's turned it up, Kyle. Yeah,
just gave him a little taste of that number one spot. He said later there, Phil, and he put him in the dust.
Shared a little bit of his breakfast with him. Now he's, you don't get any more. Yeah. That's how it is right here. So Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing looking to go 1-1 in our first two motos of the day. Pretty impressive for the team and the riders. I mean, Derek Schuster over there knows how to pick him, and the cool thing is, obviously, we're pro-Canadian. This was a Canadian series. Two Canadian guys right now. Looks like they're starting off right.
Yeah, great start for the two Canadian guys. GDR is going to be happy with their picks this year. Obviously, having Alessi up there, still sitting fourth. So all the Honda boys riding a great race here at Wild Rose round one.
All right, so the number one more time over the mountain's edge. Big tunnel jump. The local sponsor supporting out here, Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series 450 Moto 1 coming at you right now. First place right here is Fasciotti. Let's get a rundown of that, what we're talking about top 10-wise here. See who's up there, Kyle.
Yeah, so Fasciotti pulling that gap out on Nicoletti again. Thompson kind of set back a little bit. He's about 9 seconds behind Nicoletti. And then we got Alessi, Gerke, Moffenbauer there. Dakota Alex, Keelan Messon holding down 8th. Cade Clayson 9th, and Mike Brown holding down that 10th spot for the old guy.
Brown's still in 10th spot. That guy, just unbelievable. That old guy and this old guy right here, the plus 30 classes. Brown actually, I think 46 or 7 years old, so very cool. But back to our leader here, Kyle. He's coming in a couple more turns to go. Looks like he's going to bring home another moto victory in an impressive fashion as well. Didn't get that whole shot, had to make a couple of passes, but he's going to take Moto win. The white flag is in hand. The final turn, Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing rider, our 5-time Canadian champion, Colton Fasciotti, starting the series off right.
What a great way to get started here. We haven't seen him since Quebec City in November, so it's a good way to start for the number one GDR Honda rider. Nicoletti taking that second spot with ease.
And so Cole Thompson right there on screen looks like he's going to come across in third spot, the same way he started here last year. I think you'd be happy with that. What do you think?
I think so. You know, I mean, he had a good gap over Alessi there, about 20 seconds back to Alessi. So he put the sail out there and kind of cruised to the finish. And then our number 2 rider, Matt Gerke, finishing out 5th.
All right, let's get a complete rundown one more time there, Kyle. We can talk about it. So Colton Fasciotti is going to grab that win. Phil Nicoletti, Cole Thompson, that's 1, 2, 3 on the screen right there. Mike Alessi is going to come across and finish 4th. Great ride by Mike Alessi right there. Still to hang on to it, our RoyalStreaming.com whole shot winner. Look at that, Gerke and Moff. Wow, we were having such a great battle up front. We weren't able to touch base on them, but they came across side by side. Looks like Gerke's going to hang on to that 5th position. Moffenbauer will take 6th, and just waiting for the rest of the pack to click through right there, Dakota Alex. And what an amazing Moto number 1. Oh, man, it's time we need a break. We got to take a break. We're going to go get some Rockstar Energy. We hope you get a Rockstar Energy into you as well. And come on right back. We're going to pay some bills. Round number 1 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series live on Fox Sports Racing. We'll be right back.
From day one.
Here, the great shot of the city there in Calgary. A lot of smoke came in yesterday. We couldn't even get that view from the track, but there it is, the beautiful Calgary. And what a moto here to start out the day. 450 Pro finishing up. Had Colton Fasciotti, haven't seen him since November. Comes out, gets that win. We're actually just getting the podium ready to go here, but what a great race there. And the first time we get to see Phil Nicoletti in the 450 class outdoors. We've seen him race Supercross, Montreal, Delaware, Quebec, and Hamilton, finishing top 2, 3 there. And then he went to the Arena Cross, got his first ever win at Calgary here back in April, early April, getting that win in Arena Cross. So maybe feeling a little comfortable here in Calgary. The scenery's getting him going. But first time on a motocross track for him in a long time. We've seen him years ago on a privateer Honda racing Walton Transcan, that national there. So good to see him back running down that list. Cole Thompson, good start for him, the Triple Crown champion from 2018, still leading that points in the 2019 Triple Crown championship. So trying to keep it tight between him, Nicoletti, and Gerke. Alessi having that great start. Looked like he had some issues later on in that moto and just kind of faded back a little bit. And great start for Alessi, though, to be able to get out front early and, hold down that 4th place for that GDR team. Obviously, it's a new bike for the year, and, it's going to be tough no matter what. coming into the season. He's been off for so long with that shoulder injury last year. Matt Gerke coming in there with a great battle. Actually, Matt Gerke swapping teams with Sean Moffenbauer this year. Sean Moffenbauer going over to the Yamaha team, and Matt Gerke switching out to the Kawasaki, which he originally started his career on. Matt Gerke getting a couple championships on the Kawasaki, now rejoining that Monster Energy Kawasaki team, get himself in that 5th spot. A little bit off pace there. I think he had a bad start there, Ryan, and Gerke just needed to make up a lot of ground. He just couldn't find that time to get up to the leaders.
Yeah, no, the Gerke, just like you're saying, I guess a bad start right there. Sorry, I thought our commercial was a little longer. I was trying to help Zeb up on the stage right there. Come back, you're back live. Welcome everybody once again live on Fox Sports Racing. So stoked to be here. Round number 1, Wild Rose MX, Kyle, and you were just kind of talking about that first moto. I just went over there and I saw the top 3. Fasciati actually looks like he's a little winded. He's going to come and join us like Dylan did when he does his interview, but he looked a little bit beat up. I don't, maybe roost or something like that, but he looked a little bit more fatigued than I've ever seen him before.
Yeah, that's
we'll be able to ask him, I guess, when we talk to him here.
To be honest with you, like late in that moto, he probably thought he could go into that coast mode and his lap times could have dropped off. Where as soon as he started to drop off,
sorry everybody, cough.
As soon as he started to drop off there, he had Phil Nicoletti breathing down his throat, so he's just like, hey man, I gotta get back up. So when you have to kick it up that gear, the heart rate goes back up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The nerves go back up, everything goes back up, and then he just tired himself out late in that moto, but great job hanging on to that.
Yeah, 100%. Phil over there super happy. I'm hoping Dad at home is happy as well, because I know he's mad at us this morning for not having the timing up, but he's looking good now. And what a ride. Big C Stems over there, manager of that team, comes over, gives them a big hug, and very exciting moment. I think what a great way for him to start the series. You got to wonder how he was feeling. You know, he trains, he's ready to go, the bike's good, all that jazz, but coming into first round, he's sort of unsure. He's got to sit. That's got to be a great kick in the pants for him right there. He's like, man, okay, dude, I'm here, I belong, I'm ready.
Yeah, getting a decent start, passing the likes of Cole Thompson, Michael Lessie, and running down Colton Fasciati late. Not making that pass, but knowing that he caught him.
Yeah.
Man, you've got to be thrilled with yourself in that first ride. And all these tracks are going to be new to Phil, so he's going to have to do the same thing on repeat every weekend.
Yeah, exactly. He's not being able, he might be able to go for something when they're close to the shop back in Ontario there, but new all around, but a great way to start. And then we'll touch base on the 3rd place right there as we see the boys in the background right now. Finn and Cat fellas out there getting some water down, gritting up the track, making it ready, because we're getting our 2D Pro Moto's not that far away, all ready to go. So, excuse me, Cole Thompson, 3rd spot, your brother there. Pretty solid ride. He actually looked like he was pretty happy over there. I didn't get a chance quite to talk to him, but he looked like he was okay. And we talked just before I went to commercial. That's a good start for him. That's
a great start, being on the podium. And just, I heard years ago, actually, Michael Lessie, his dad, Tony, he's here in attendance. It's you do a national series, you put yourself on the box every time, you're going to be in that hunt no matter what.
Yeah.
You're going to be in that hunt.
You think Tony knows what he's talking about?
Oh, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. All right, well, we're talking to Tony. We're going to take a small little break, and once we return, we'll have our Moto winner with the Honda Canada GDR Fox Rider, another one of those guys. We can't get enough of them, apparently. Right back, Fox Racing Sports Live. Don't go anywhere. 30 seconds. All right, welcome back, Fox Sports Racing Live. We're going to bring in a special guest after that Moto 1. Kyle's going to hook him up right there. Welcome, everybody, here to Wild Rose, round number 1 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. And again, we can't get enough of Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing riders right there. A little shot of the city going on. But in here right now, Colton Fasciati, our Moto 1 winner. And Colton, buddy, wow. Like, I'm going to retire. Maybe I won't go that fast. We don't know what's going on. You went out and kicked butt, buddy. Congratulations.
Yeah, just, I had a good off season. Was able to train pretty good. And, just had a good moto. Yeah,
clicked. And we were talking on that thing. You made that when you make the pass on Mike, it looked like you did down like about 2-3 heaters to try to, get away. Was that like a plan as soon as you got in that lead? It looked like you set the tone those laps there, and then Phil kind of closed in at the end there, but it seemed like the middle you were really looking to try to get away.
Yeah, I actually started off a little slower than I would have liked, but got some good passes in the first few laps, and was able to get by Mike and kind of ride my own race out there and put down some good laps. And then I seen Phil coming. He was nipping on my heels and had to turn it up a little bit. But it was all in all a good moto. I had fun.
Yeah, we were wondering that as Kyle and I were talking. Could you see him come, like the 180 turns? Are you kind of spy on that stuff at all, or?
Just kind of looking at the pit board, but it's pretty hard not to see him in the corner of your vision.
Yeah, right. We were talking about that, Kyle.
Yeah. Definitely. That was a great ride to start out. We haven't seen you since November, so coming out with a start, what's it going to take? It's going to be a quick turnaround here. You're going to be back out there. How are you going to get recouped?
Yeah, it's definitely not too much time in between motos. It's one of the roughest sports out there, so get hydrated and get focused on that second moto. Hopefully, get another decent start and run up front with those guys.
How's the track shaping up right now?
It's good. It's really good. They're keeping the water down on it. A little bit dusty in a few spots, but yeah, it's getting rough and a little bit dry and slippery and technical. The kind of track that I like.
So, 1-1 under the tent right now. How do you close? How do you boys finish out the day like this? Like, you know what I mean? Do you go back to Dylan telling anything? I guess you don't. He probably didn't even cross paths with him after the moto, I guess.
Yeah, no, we were on the line. He came off, and we went out there. So, yeah, it's pretty quick.
Well, we wish you good luck in that, West Colton. We're going to let you go, man. Congratulations on Moto number 1.
Yeah,
Honda Canada DDR Fox Racing, 5-time champion. Going right there. You can just take it right off. Just get out of here, buddy. Just get out of here. We appreciate it very much. Colton Fasciotti there winning that first moto. Kyle, man, we've got another great shot of the beautiful city in the background there, Calgary, Alberta. What an awesome ride. You can tell, though, he's a little bit spent there. He put a lot of energy in that moto.
Yeah, he spent it at the end. Like I said, that Phil Nicoletti coming up the end, that really gets the heart rate going. You know, you want to hold on to that win. You thought you had that 6-second gap. He narrowed it down to like 2 seconds, maybe even a second and a half, and that'll get you squirming a little bit. Great shot of the 250 guys.
I was just going to stand looking at the back, and then now we're on screen here. The 250 boys, not a lot of time. Not a lot of time for these guys to get themselves ready. I mean, that's what they train for, though, right? That's what it's all about and everything like that. The boys get the track. They're grooming it, getting it ready to go. So here we are, the 250 Moto number 2. Our first Moto results, we saw Dylan Wright, the teammate of Colton Fasciotti, lay it down. Didn't get that great start, just like Colton there. He was about 5th or 6th kind of place, but massaged his way into the lead, and then he just never looked back. And like we were talking with him, so comfy. As far as on the bike and the way he was feeling, he said that this year he's just a different guy, and he's attacking the races a different way.
Yeah, no, it's great to see that the Mike Alessi that we've seen in the past come out and attack the track early. And I want to say he had an issue. He had to have an issue. It almost seemed like right when Nicoletti Thompson got onto him there, it was like he cramped up, looking back a little bit. And but you know what? All in all, good start. And that's something that he's good at, getting the start. Yeah. So
grab that sheet, actually. Let's talk about a couple other names on there. We got the whole overall picture of that, like we just said. So Dylan Wright took it. Osby, Tanner Ward, that was 1, 2, 3. And Des Pettis grabbed the RoadTribune.com whole shot for Moto 1. So $250 for him, which is pretty cool. And Michael Alessi just took it in that 450, $350. And then if they double it, we triple it, right? Is that how we do it again?
I don't know. I don't do the math on that. I don't do the accounting or banking on that Royal Distributing check, but...
RoyalDistributing.com, one of our great sponsors. So we're about to watch it again. The 250 Pro Moto 2 coming at you. We're going to take a small little break, and we'll be back with the hot lap and 40 of the fastest little bikes you have ever heard and seen here for round number 1 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. Don't go anywhere. Fox Sports Racing Live. Welcome everybody from the living room here in the Wild Rose MX Park. Round 1 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. Ryan Gauld and Cal Thompson right here in the booth, or the hood, wherever we are, under this wonderful Hoosier Tire tent that they supplied for us. And we were just talking before we went to break, or on break, a little bit of cloud cover, which is nice right now. It's cooled down for the riders and for us.
Yeah,
we're gonna be sweating. I had to wear pants today. I had shorts. They just didn't look nice. You would have made fun of me.
That was the first 30-minute moto we did this year, so we're a little tired.
Yeah, a little tired. Hey, before we get into this Moto number 2 here for the 250 class, let's go check in with Chris Pomeroy from MXP with this week's Hard Charger Award.
And Hoosier Off-Road. Right now we're with hometown boy, hometown hero, Kalen Meston. Kalen, you come in here a couple weeks racing the U.S. Nationals. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good. It was nice to get my feet wet down south at the AMA Pro Nationals down there, but I'm excited to get going here back home.
The reason we chose you for the Hard Charger is that last year here, in front of your hometown friends, family, you grabbed the whole shot, you put on quite a show. You had fans cheering at the fences. It was an unbelievable ride. Can you do it again this year?
I hope so. Just got to put myself in a good position, and you never know where it's going to go. Sometimes it's the luck of the draw, but that's the plan, is to just get up front.
Awesome. A new team, new bike this year. How's everything been going so far?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I love all the owners. Brandon, Scott, Josh, Gary Luckett. Yeah, the whole Club MX, Redemption and Traders crew. They're great. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, good luck. I hope you put another good show on for your hometown crowd here. That's been another, I'm Chris Palmer. It's been another MXP Hard Charger.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks a lot, Chris Palmer from MXP, the official magazine of our Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. And there we go, the boys, the 250 class. Moto 2 hot lap is underway. We saw the fellas as we were watching the commercial there. They're putting a lot of water down, getting it set up. But the temperature right now, this is awesome. The way that it's cooled down for these guys. I think it was so hot out there for those guys riding right now, and now it cooled down. And the water on the track, I think we're in for a banger of a second moto here.
Yeah, somebody took a log off here. It feels a lot better and a lot cooler for these guys' second moto. And this 250 class, you know, they got the cobwebs kind of out. They got the dust off the bikes and felt each other out, kind of see where everybody is. I know we had some issues with a couple fast guys. I know Medegli went down early, so look for him to be up there. Canelo was buried in the field, as well as Ryder Floyd, a guy out of Texas there riding for that Man Luck Yamaha. Those are the three that I kind of like think that if they get a start, they put themselves in a better position, they're going to be up there.
I'm looking for Ryder Floyd.
He actually, I want to say a DNF there, Ryan.
Oh, did he? Oh, wow, yeah, because he was coming through the pack. Yeah, he did. The way at the back there. So Ryder Floyd definitely not our very first Arena Cross winner of 2019 here for the Rockstar Triple Crown Series in 250 class. Not having a great moto, but give a little rundown to everybody in Moto number 1. So your winner was Dylan Wright. Second spot, Josh Osby. Third was Tanner Ward. Fourth was Marshall Walton. Great start for that friendly American right there on the Sky Race in Husqvarna. Jess Pettis, our reigning champion right here, not coming in healthy like we explained, but pulling in a 5th place. It's a pretty good ride. And Rensland, that was the one there that we thought we'd see a little more. He really caught up to the Marshall Walton and Pettis battle, but they could never seem to make the move out there. So maybe we'll see something out of Rensland. Maybe he just kind of was reserved and saved a little bit. And as we're watching the boys in the hot lap, they're going behind us. They're on screen here in front of us, all over the place. And Tyler Medaglia was able to pick it up out and get back into 7th, which is not where he wants to be. In a 7th place in a 16-round or 16 moto series it's tough. Like, you're not probably going to see those out of the Wrights and the Osbys. These guys are going to be up there all the time. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can hold it together and maybe rebound. Like, I wouldn't surprise, though, if he went 7-1 today. You know what I mean? Like, that's how – and we could see Dylan Wright go 1-6. Like, that's how stacked this field is.
Yeah, and like talking about last year, we brought it up earlier how Jess Pettis went 2 DNFs last year and was able to win the championship.
Yep.
So anything can happen, and I want to say – you don't win the championships on your good days, you win them on your bad days, and it's minimizing the damage, and I think that's what Tyler did. He had an early crash. I didn't see what happened to him, but I know he went down, and he was up there early and went down, so he had to come and fight for every position. And I feel like this track right now, it's very key to get a start. We've seen Matt Gerke, Sean Moffenbauer not get that start in the 450 and was buried in the fact they couldn't make up that time on those leaders.
All right, so Jess Pettis right there on screen, Red Bull, KTM, Thor, Factory Racing. And with the number 1, I mean, that whole pack is there, and the whole number 1, everything, he looks good. Coming in a little healthy, getting 5th in that first moto. I think he's happy if he leaves here with a top 5 with the way that his body and everything. He hasn't rode in almost, I think it's been about a month. Like, he literally didn't even ride this week.
No, he actually tried
his mechanic said he was going to get 10th, right?
He said he was looking like a 10th place. I don't think he was going to sewer him that hard. He was just, maybe he was being optimistic with that. You know, he has a broken arm there.
Matt Duroy, right? Matthew's his mechanic, So, but the other guy I want to give a little praise to is a real good friend of yours. I know he used to go to Frankfurt and train with MX Schools, Tanner Ward. What a great ride out there. You know what I mean? Coming in, again, like I said, I did this podcast, Pulp MX podcast, and Guaranteed MX, some of our media partners. And we list off all these guys, and our Canella, Tanner Ward kids were like 8th and 9th in our list of things. What a surprise. I had no guess. I would have not said Tanner Ward 3rd place in Moto, went leading laps as well. Like, it was awesome. What a great ride.
Looking strong. He actually made that pass on Pettis, which probably felt good. I know he knows that Pettis is injured, but like just passing number 1 and being
100%,
considered the 3rd guy under that KTM tent with Cole Thompson, Pettis, and Tanner Ward.
And he's got a little bit of a grudge too, right? Because the team decided this year that they weren't going to bring him for an arena cross. It was more of a budgetarial thing, and I think I just made that word up, budgetarial.
No, I think it's a real word.
So it was cool that he does have a chip. I've talked to him a little bit about it. I was upset, but he kind of understood. It was just, the way it worked. And, man, he comes out and bangs that moto. But if he came into the pits and, hey, Jess, what's up, JS? See you in Arena Cross, buddy. Kind of making fun that way. But just great to see that it worked out for him. So we're going to see if he can pull it together for another moto here, a podium job. RotoStribune.com whole shot right there. There's the line. First moto, it was our boy Jess Pettis, the number 1 right there. I got
There's Jess Pettis getting his goggles ready there.
Oh, that's a great shot. I like that right there. Yes, beautiful shot of the back end of it right there. And you can see the concrete pad race fans just underneath right there, as you were saying.
You'll see the tires start spinning, getting that mud off, because they got a lot of mud there practicing. I remember
there it is. There's guys doing there warming up, getting the smoke show.
Yeah, and I've seen in times before, a guy will go around quick on the hot lap, come back and get a fresh tire on his bike, so brand new rubber.
Factory guys.
It's a little bit of panic to get that wheel switched out, but they get it done, and when they get that start, it's a nice clear. Look at this guy. He's got a issue there.
Who is that? Spring and
Spadaccini.
Oh, Spadaccini right there. Yeah. Just have to bump start the bike.
Yeah.
Not get it going, not quite yet there. So hopefully, there he is. Yeah, he's got it going. So good. He'll be back in the race right now. The number 43 FXR rider there on the Yamaha. So good to see him back in. And maybe just a little valve issue right there. There's my buddy John, Captain John in the background, Sam Matthews' dad, rookie intermediate kid all the way from Ontario. I want to do the series. He's not too sure if he'll be racing a ton more for. I think he's going to school next year. So awesome to see John and the family out there supporting. Right there's Mark, Dion. The KTM truck driver right there, and all the mums and dads and mechanics, everybody's getting ready. Some guy with a Tommy Bahama shirt right there. Looking good. But look at that. I love how we let the crowd in this year, too, to go down and watch the start. You get that feel. I remember as a kid, man, I wanted to get right beside the start. You get the energy. The louder the bike is, the more energized you get as well. And we can see the boys, they're getting ready here. Oh, listen to the tires.
Yeah, spinning those tires.
Warming them up. You can hear them right there.
30-second board is up, Ryan, so we're getting ready to go. We're less than 30 seconds.
There it is. You can see the board right there. Rockstar girl, Paul Kingsley, head referee. We're getting ready to rock the 30 borders to the sky. Who is going to grab that all-important RoyalStripping.com whole shot here for Moto number 2 in the 250 class? All the boys just getting ready, looking at jerking forward, right, to keep the tire warm.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I used to hate the concrete start back in the day. I could never figure it out. I never got good starts, but it was always cool burning the tire.
Watch for that number 5 right there by the box. I have a feeling he's going to come out with a vengeance this moto, really try to put a statement down that he's the guy to beat.
Here we go. The revs are up, and the gate is down. McDag's not a great start inside the box. Kalen with a good start. Look at this, Pettis 2 for 2 today for the RoyalStripping.com whole shot, and Dylan Wright right there. And Wright goes down. The Honda Canada GDR rider is down. He's got bikes all over the place. Who else we got in there? Wyatt Waddell down in that pile.
Yeah, good.
A bunch of riders down. Dylan Wright is up and going. There is the 19 Kyle.
Yeah, good pickup by him. That's unfortunate there. But Pettis out front is looking good for the number 1 again. And look at that. Luke Rensland.
So Rensland off to a great start right there. So, and then Welton, Tanner Ward's in there, and Dylan Kalen. Yeah. Dylan Kalen, the KTM worker, decides to get off the couch, go racing this weekend. Hasn't raced in a couple years. Getting great starts, man. Having fun out there.
Yeah, he's sitting 4th there. Actually, Dylan Kalen, his mechanic is actually Tyler Medaglia's dad. And I seen in the first moto there that Tyler made that pass on Dylan Kalen for position. And Tyler Medaglia's dad there, Derek, out there cheering for both of them.
And look at this. Welton already trying to make a pass on Rensland, and it looks like he's got him around the outside. So Welton, the Sky Racing Husqvarna rider right now, making the move. And after a moto like this, they lay the water down there. Rensland might be just a little bit cautious.
Tippy-toeing
around
bit
slippery right now. Pettis doesn't have that option. Welton's like, I'm going for it.
Yeah, no, that was a great pass by Welton. And he's come a long way since we've seen him up there. I believe he raced Gopher Dunes a few years back. He raced over in Europe a few years. A Michigan kid, speedy Michigan kid. Spends a lot of time down at Club MX, but man, he is riding well right now.
All right, so Rennie, look at this. Kalen is trying to make a move on Renson right now. What's Kalen going? He's going to get a factory ride of this?
Putting his resume in right now with that pass.
And look at this. Kalen loses it, and now Renson trying to get around well. And the first lap right here is hectic, Kyle.
Yeah, this is what we like to see in the lights class. There's a lot of guys. This is a stacked field out here in the lights class. A lot of guys that can actually win a race. And look at this, the number 1 machine of Pettis pulling away.
Wow, okay, so Jess Pettis 5th in Moto 1 and now sitting in 1st position here in Moto number 2. We'll start doing the math later on in this Moto to figure out overalls, but right now Jess Pettis looking good on the Red Bull KTM Factory Thor Racing bike, the number 1 on there, red plate. He's got it for a reason, and the reason is he is our champion, and here we go. Green flag gonna be waving. Jess Pettis is gonna lead the way across the line here on that Red Bull KTM Thor ride.
And there we go. Looks like Tanner Ward's actually creeping up there. We get some lap times once they start registering here.
All right, so Pettis, Welton, Rensland, Ward, and Kalen, and Tyler Medaglia right there in 6th position. Pettis makes a mistake and opens the door.
Oh,
Pettis fully slides out in turn number 1, and Welton slides by. Marshall Welton, your new leader on the Sky Racing ride.
Very impressive with the number 121, as well as Dylan Kalen still holding down that 4th spot. Looks like Tanner Ward trying to get by there, Galdi.
All right, so Tanner Ward moving fast, trying to get around the privateer of Dylan Kalen, and it looks like he's got it just behind. No, Kalen still got it, and Kalen is still all over Renson. I'm excited about this right now, but Marshall Welton getting a 4th in Moto number 1 right now, leading this to put him in for an overall. So if you see, where did Dylan Wright come across?
So Dylan Wright, he's buried in the field, obviously, from that start, but it looks like And has he come across the line yet, Galdi? I don't see him on time and scoring. Unless his transponder didn't read, maybe it
might have got blown off in that crash. So
there.
We'll have to keep an eye. We can kind of look behind to see where the 19 is once we get a glance. But here this battle is going on. Welton trying to pull away, and here comes Rensland now.
Wow.
Rensland's trying the outside line. Does he got the drive? The 121's leading the way. And Rensland, he's made the pass.
Wow.
Pettis now, who was starting to pull away, now already back to third spot, Kyle.
Yeah, this is going to get jumbled up here. We've seen Pettis hold off those two riders in that first moto. Actually, no, Marshall beat him in the first moto with a fourth. And it looks like now Rensland's going to try to chase down. And look at the teammate here, Galdi. The number 14 just blowing by Pettis. So obviously Pettis is suffering from that arm injury.
Okay, yeah, starting to fall down right now. The number 1 right now starting to go backwards here on lap number 2 of the Moto number 2 here in the 250 class. And Dylan Kalin just make the pass behind there.
Yeah, wow.
Almost, no, sorry, Tyler Medallia got by Kalin. I missed that. So it's a real mix-up right now. But Marshall Welton, Luke Rensland, Tanner Ward right now, 1, 2, and 3. Wardy right now sitting in a great spot.
Yeah, all three of these guys up front are sitting in a good spot. If Wardy can make a pass on Rensland, he puts himself in a good position to take this overall, but he does have to pass Welton, who is sitting with a 4-1, would take that overall.
We need to check this time and scoring 2 when they come across, find out where Josh Osby is out there, who got second in that Moto number 1. As they go across the line right now, it is Marshall Welton and Luke Rensland. So Josh Osby is in around 8th position right now. Just crossing the line. He is in behind the battle of Kalin and Tyler Medallia. So we'll keep an eye on that. 10 riders going by. We're trying to keep an eye right now. It's in the back of our minds where Dylan Wright is. Dylan Wright just came across the line. Looks like he's in about 13th position, Kyle.
Yeah, so not bad for Dylan. And he's the confidence he's carrying. He should be able to make up some time here and really wheel through the pack. We'll see if he comes up on our live time in here.
There he is, Dylan Wright. So 13th spot.
No, there he goes.
There he goes. So his transponder's working just fine. Yep. It was just maybe a first lap glitch. It doesn't actually turn on, I think, until after they cross the line. But regardless, he is good to go, and we are good to go here. But right now, it is all about Marshall Welton. What's it with these guys? They've never been to this track. Phil Nicoletti, Marshall Welton, man, but they look like they've been here forever.
Yeah, they're buddies riding that Club MX down there, grinding it out and getting ready for these national series. Like I said, Marshall Welton spent a lot of time across the pond in Europe.
Yeah.
And that's a fierce atmosphere to be in.
That was one thing that I thought would really help him, like, again, jumping around and doing that. You go to the GPs, and every track is so different. Yeah. Just like we have up here, but you learn how to fit in. And Marshall Welton does that. Now he's bringing that experience that he had there here. And the Sky Racing Husqvarna FXR back rider is leading the way right now and looking good on the 121. And you got to think that Rensland and the guys are going to start getting a little more comfortable as they get the track in there. But Welton right now, he's pulling away, Cal.
He's looking solid out there. And I got to be fortunate enough to see this guy grow up in Michigan, ride 80s. He's a couple years younger than my brother Cole, racing that 450 class. So I got to see this guy grow up and didn't really stand out as an amateur. But, man, once he hit pro, he started putting the pieces together. And look at him out here leading his first national.
All right, so Welton, Rensland, Tanner Ward, and then the battle. Look at this, Pettis is hanging on, but here comes the Monster Energy Alpine Star Pillar Kawasaki rider, Tyler Medallia. This is where the experience kicks in. The time that Tyler has spent on this bike and the experience behind him. He's almost got 10 years on almost a lot of these guys in this class. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, he's definitely been through the mill. He went through the 250s, won a couple of championships there. Before he was in the 450 before, went down to the 250, went back to the 450, and now he's on 250 again looking for another championship.
All right, so Tyler Medallia, number 5, chasing the number 1 right now of Jess Pettis. That is a battle for 5th and 6th on track. Is that 5th and 6th, right?
Yeah,
5th and 6th.
4th
and 5th. So Pettis doing a great job after losing those positions so quick. He's kind of falling. There's Osby. Kalin is still hanging in there, but Osby now has moved up past Kalin.
Yeah, so Osby looking to hunt down there. He's got a good position if he can get himself up there with the 2 coming in, and his rival there, Dylan Wright, sitting back a little bit. So Dylan Wright up to 11, still making moves, but a lot of traffic ahead of him. He's actually running very similar pace to the leaders. He's about the same speed as Luke Rensland sitting in second.
Wow, okay, so he's going that fast at 11th spot, so he should be able to click away again, but you're going the same pace, so those guys are going to keep pulling away or keep staying up front. It's going to be hard to close that gap. He's going to have to drop the laptop there to get a good shot of the Red Bull KTM Factory Thor rider, Tanner Ward, right now at 3-3. This will definitely get him up on the podium for the day right here. I'll tell you what, that'd be awesome. Right now, as it would sit, Welton would have the overall, and Tanner Ward would be second.
Yeah, so Marshall Welton sitting with the 4-1. Puts him in a great position to take his first overall in Canada. Rensland could hunt him down, but he'd need a guy in between him to make up that difference with that 4-point swing. And look at this, the number 21, Osby, now pressuring Pettis for that 5th spot.
All right, so Jess Pettis on screen right here looking good, but here comes Osby right now. Josh
Osby's got
Osby.
around Medaglia, looks like. There, we must miss that.
So, I don't know, Madags might have made a mistake or something, but Osby, and there's Osby trying to get the drive up the inside. Looks like he's got the move, and there it is. Josh Osby, the CRT Yamaha right now moving in. FXR, look at this. Medag snags Pettis as well. Pettis got double dipped right there.
Yeah, stung twice there, and he's back to 6th place, and it looks like Medaglia's got to do some work. I think he was caught off guard there when the 21 swung by him. Now he's going to be able to put some lines together, chase down Osby,
so
and maybe
as
go
this
forward.
would stand right now, it would be Welton, Ward, and Osby, 1, 2, and 3 up on the podium. As saying, because a 2-4 and a 3-3 that would tie the points, but Ward would get the edge as he leads. There's Welton right now going through, but Rensland is all over. We widen up that camera angle. You're going to see that Rensland is all over the back end, and there it is. The MX 101 rider Luke Rensland right now dogging the back end of Welton.
Wow, look at the speed that Rensland. You know what the thing is? It looked like, and you talked about it earlier, it looked like Rensland was kind of taking his time, tiptoeing around, trying to find the speed. Looks like the track is tacked up now. He's found his fast lines. He's going to go after Welton.
Okay, so you remember the race at Moncton last year, right, where we had 4 guys tie for the overall.
Can we do this again?
Dude, if Rensland goes by, that would give him a 1-6. 3 threes. I got to do some points math in my head here. We can have a very crazy finish to the day here. It's still very really early on right here, but I just love talking about that stuff. I think it's fun.
Yeah, no, it's great. It was a pretty unreal race last year. Had Moncton 4 top guys all tied for points, and then there was the 5th place guy 1 point off, so very tight in that day, and we're looking like that again here as Rensland's trying to hunt down Marshall Welton, the Michigan kid.
Okay, Marshall Welton and Luke Rensland going at a couple of young American riders right now, chasing at the front of the pack of Moto number 2 here in our 250 class Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. This is round 1 of the MX Tour here at Wild Rose MX. We appreciate you joining in Fox Racing Sports Live. Ryan Gauld and Kyle Thompson up here in the booth having a great time. This is Moto number 2 of the 250 class right now. Early on, we're about 5 laps into this race, and on screen right there, that is your leader, Kyle Thompson in the booth. Marshall Welton leading the race right now on that Sky Racing Honda. But here comes the RoyalDistributing.com FXR MX101 Yamaha. Right there, look at this. What a pass. Where did that come from, Kyle?
Man, he's slung shot right around the outside. And we've seen 2 passes by Yamahas up that hill. Something under those hoods that are just making power up those big hills. And
Alan Brown Motors right there doing it good. So Luke Rensland launching into the lead right there. That would give us 6-1 on the Moto scores. Not too sure if that'd get him on the box. Yeah, we'll start doing some numbers. But again, we're still early on. We got lots of time in this race. But Luke Rensland looking to claim a Moto victory here in the second Moto of the 250 class.
Tracking Dylan right there, Galdi. He's moved up a couple spots, and he is by far the fastest guy on the track by about 3.5 seconds.
Wow, okay, so we could see Dylan Wright catch these guys with a lot of time. So we're looking for the number 19 out there. Our leader's on camera right now, but the number 19 is going to come across. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th place.
He's moved up to 92 spots.
Looked, we don't get to see on screen, but I look at him. He's looking ahead like we saw Cole Thompson. He looked over to the left. He's looking where Rensland and Welton are.
Yeah, so Rensland.
There he is on screen right now.
Rensland just knocking off his fastest with a 2:12.8. His fastest of this Moto. But there we go. 2:11.5 for Dylan Wright, the Moto 1 winner. He's on screen right now, and he's riding one of the best Motos I've seen him ride in a long time here.
All right, so it's going to be very hard for him to get up to that first place, but top 5 is very reachable here for Dylan Wright to help him get those points and redeem. First Moto is Pettis right there, and he's catching Pettis very quick. I say a lap and a half. He should have Pettis, and Medags and Osby are just in front of that.
Yeah, so with Rensland sitting with a 6-1, it'd be a 1-6 if he makes his pass on Pettis for Wright, but I don't think he's done there.
So you do it that way, a 3-3 is 50, what is that? That's 25, I got the points here, and my thing, a 3-3 is 27, that's 54 points. And a 1-6 is 50. So right now, a 3-3 gives Tanner Ward the overall.
No.
A 3-3 gives Tanner Ward the overall. Yes, again.
Man.
Look at this. We missed this. We're talking about the stupid
Doing
points.
too much math.
Doing too much math. Then Welton finds his way back around Rensland. This is crazy. What a Moto we're having here, Kyle.
Yeah, we dropped back there to check out Dylan Wright. Welton must have put in a charge. He got back around.
Here's
Let's see if
this
he's got
line,
the slingshot.
Slingshot's out of the berm, and he does it again, Kyle.
How don't you learn from that?
Was that a repeat on film right now?
Are we just getting replays here?
I don't know what's going on right here. So here it is. Luke Renzen right now is doing the great job, and he's back into the lead now. He's made his way around Marshall Welton. The 1-2-1 no, starting to fight back though.
You know what? The third time's a charm here. If Welton gets back by the 94 machine, I don't think he's going to make that mistake 3 times.
All right, so Luke Renzen, MX 101 Factory Yamaha Racing, FXR Rose Distributing backing them up. Back into the lead. Welton back in his second spot now. Yeah. Okay, so they are 1 and 2 paddling through, and we're looking through right now. They're coming up to the finish line one more time. Awesome shot right there by leaders. 1 and 2 battling hard right behind us. You can hear them kind of going in the background behind us, I'm sure, at home, watching on Fox Sports Racing Live. Looking to see where Dylan Wright is on the times and see if he's been able to make a move. And he did get Jess Pettis that lap, so he's moved past Jess Pettis. How about the lap time, Kyle?
The lap times there, everybody's getting a little quicker, Galdi. It looks like they're all down in the 2:12s. 2:11.3 was the fastest by Osby. Obviously, Dylan Wright still running the 2:11, but he had to make that pass on Pettis, so he probably hung him up a little bit. So look for
That's right into 6th place?
Yeah, so Wright's in the 6th spot. So look for him to keep charging through his pack and make up those positions.
All right, so we're looking on screen right now. It is Luke Renzen leading the way with a 6-1. That would give him 50 points. Marshall Welton with a 4 and a 2. That would give him 54 points. And then the 3-3, actually, sorry, you know what? Marshall Welton, sorry, would get the overall because he would beat Tanner Ward. And say, this is crazy right now that we're talking about this way, but this is a possibility that we could have a non-moto winner winning the overall just like your brother did last year in Moncton and Deschambault.
Yep, and this is, look at this. Great shot of Dylan Wright over the skyline jump there. And he is charging. He is hungry. And you know what? When you had a crash off the start and you're sitting halfway in this moto and you see the guys not too far, look at he took a glance again there. You got to be happy with this right now, and he's going to keep charging.
Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing number 19 right now, getting up over the mountain's edge, no problem, trying to put a charge in. And he's got Madags and Osby. They're still got a pretty good gap on him for sure, but you know what? He's going to fight. He's not going to give up to the end of this race. And the more he passes, the more he gets back into trying to get that overall.
Yeah, and getting that red plate, leaving here with the red plate would be key for anybody. And the biggest thing is a couple laps here. He needs to put in some heaters and know that he's making time up. Once you put a couple laps in, you don't gain that time. You burnt up that energy. You kind of lose that motivation there. So he needs to make sure he's gaining times on Osby and Medaglia, which those two are in a pack there, and it's going to be hard to catch that pack.
Kyle, 1-6, 50 points. 4-2. 50 points, 3-3, 50 points, 6-1, 50 points. Right now we have 4 people tied at the overall, but it would give it to Renslin.
Jeez,
it would give it to Renslin here with this thing. This is crazy, the way the points work out in our system right now. Unbelievable turn of events here, Kyle.
Okay, going over lap times this lap, 2:11.2 for our leader, and the fastest on track still is Josh Osby. Oh, sorry, Tyler Medaglia now with a 2:10, fastest of the moto. So the old guy
the
coming out there.
Slowing down. They were doing like 2:06s to 2:05s in practice. So the track a little bit gnarlier here, a little bit slower.
Yeah, so this second moto definitely about 6 seconds off what they were in that first moto, but they are getting faster as this moto goes along. So obviously the track was a little bit slippery early on. They tack it up.
Tanner Ward is catching Marshall Welton there for second spot. Wow, Tanner Ward has found it today here at Wild Rose MX, round 1 of the Rockstar Triple Crown Series. The Red Bull KTM Factory Thor Racing Man, he is clicking right now, Kyle.
Yeah, quietly. We haven't talked about Tanner Ward much, but he's right there. But there's Josh Osby
coming too.
Yeah, so this is going to get interesting. And like I said, not too far behind this battle, Tyler Medaglia running the fastest lap time right here. And you see that. We're going to get a nice look at
5 of these riders.
Yes.
5 right now are tied for this overall.
This is amazing.
Because Osby would have been 4-2. He's thinking, look at this. Oh, look at this. Osby sliding to the inside. He's going to get Tanner Ward. That's going to move him into third spot. No, Ward hangs on for the time being. What a great battle we got going on by these kids.
So 5 spots here, all sitting at 50 points. This could get interesting here.
This could get very, very interesting as it goes. If Osby makes it, that would give him that little edge on the rest of his pack right now. And he is dogging Tanner Ward, and it looks like he's got the speed to make the pass.
Yeah.
Here, he's got that outside line where he made the pass earlier on Tyler Medaglia. Does he make it work here? No, Tanner Ward being smart, taking the good line.
Yeah, great line there by Tanner. Good drive up that hill. And once he's seen that 21 in his rearview mirror, this makes it tough on Tanner. He can't be as creative as he was before, trying to find those lines to make up time on Welton. Now he's got to play a little bit defense and go to the more beaten in line so he doesn't get passed.
All right, so our leader, Luke Renzen, right now starting to pull away Welton just in front of this battle we're watching. This is for third place right now. Tanner Ward has got it, and Osby wants it. Osby launches over that single. He's going to try to make the pass here in this inside turn. No, not able to push him wide.
Yeah, this is a great battle, and Osby is hungry for this overall. This could be his first overall in a good while.
All right, Josh Osby up the inside. There it is, Kyle. There's the pass right now, giving Josh Osby that third spot. Right,
and that will be the overall right there, right, Goldie? Is that to give him that 2-3 for the overall? So Josh Osby coming to that third spot. Another fast lap by him. Dylan Wright.
Whoa,
now.
sorry. Tanner Ward off the track. Hits the FXR banner, and Tyler Medaglia picks it up.
He's good. He's good in the clear there. But
wow, the banner stretched right into the track.
Yeah, Dylan Wright, actually the fastest on track right now, down at 2:10. He's about 4 seconds behind this heated battle these guys have going on.
All right, so as this would stand right now, a 2-3 would give Osby the push for the overall compared to a 1-6. And this is crazy the way we're already doing this math right now. Luke Renzen doing a great job trying to take this Moto win. And he's pulling away. We're past the halfway point here in Moto number 2 of our 250 class here for the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. Josh Osby, the number 21, looking good. And there's Tyler Medaglia. We've lost Tanner Ward.
Tanner Ward.
We lost Tanner Ward. So there's Welton, that's second. Osby third. And now Medaglia's in fourth spot.
Yeah, so Tanner Ward must have had a tip over in that bottom rutted section. And it looks like Dylan Wright now into that fifth spot. So a 1-5. This is really shuffling up your math, Gold. You get that mathematician brain going, and we're going to get some new leaders and points leaders here going forward.
All right, keep chatting there, Kyle. We're going to get that math going on right now. Our boys getting out of the way for Tyler Medaglia.
Lots of lappers here, Galdi. So Tyler Medaglia trying to navigate through. He's been on a couple heaters the last few laps, but he's going to have an eye for that Honda GDR rider. Dylan Wright has been putting in some fast laps all Moto long. It looked like he kind of took a lull after he passed Pettis for that sixth spot, but now he's picked it up. He's in fifth spot.
All right, so how this would stand right now, it would still go to Osby with a 2 and a 3. That's 27-25, which is 52 points. Dylan actually sits on 51 right now. He needs one more pass.
So Dylan Wright looking for that next pass to put himself over there.
He gets Tyler Medaglia. He gets the overall.
So Marshall Welton sitting 2-4. Sitting 4-2, would get him on the podium as well, and we lost Tanner Ward.
Yeah,
so
that just showed what happened with Tanner Ward, if he made a mistake or made a bike issue or not, but no, he's still in that race right there. He's just back a little bit as the boys go over that finish line one more time. Right now, Renzen in the lead, but man, I'll tell you what, Osby is all over Welton right now. I think it's a matter of time before Osby makes that pass in his second spot. Yeah,
so it looks like Tanner Ward did drop back to 6th there. He must have crashed with a 221. And Dylan Wright still with a 210.0. He's closed the gap. He's a second behind Tyler Medaglia, just behind this battle here.
All right, so yeah, Dylan Wright on screen. We can see it right there. And Osby making a mistake, losing a bunch of time to Welton right now. Dylan Wright definitely has time to get himself up and steal this overall and get onto the podium. No doubt in my mind, Kyle.
We've seen this a lot last year with the 450 class. 6-7 guys battling out, swapping past that.
Renzen with a real bad line off the track right there. Definitely going to lose a lot of time. There's our lead rider dropping in right there, and we still got a pretty good gap, but there's Welton right there, and Osby, Medag's not far behind.
Yeah, so now we got in the 250 class this year. It looks already shaping up to about 6 or 7 guys that can come out here and win motos. All
right, so 1, 2, 3 on screen right now. Renzen leading the way. All Americans right now on the box here in this moto with Medags and Dylan. Look at this. Osby once again up that inside line, steals that pass. No, Welton's got the drive on the Husqvarna. Side by side over the mountain's edge, Kyle. What a setup there by Osby.
Yeah, 21 and 121, swapping some plastic there up that hill. And what a great drive there for Welton to finish that off.
Yeah, okay, so Welton right now trying to hang on to this podium finish would be a great day for him to do it. It would actually, if he pushes back, it would push him just off the box as far as the overall goes, but it would still be a great day for him here in the Sky Racing Husqvarna team, and he gets that drive. Osby losing a little bit of time. Just a minute ago, Osby side by side. Now he's about 3 bikes back.
Yeah, there's Tyler Medaglia, and not too far behind Dylan Wright. So Dylan Wright in tow.
Dylan Wright coming right now, and Tyler Medaglia is the man on the move. Look at this now. He's working the outside. Tyler Medaglia working the Monster Energy Alpine Star Pillar Kawasaki, the number 5 machine, a 2-time Canadian champ right now. He finished 7th in that moto, so he is definitely looking outside of the podium, but he wants to get those points and showcase how good he is riding.
Yeah, and you know what, Galdi, he can make a few good passes, maybe some luck on his side, and he could be in there, but no, Dylan Wright.
Dylan Wright, no, it doesn't.
Oh, no!
Dylan Wright making a big mistake. Going across right there. Does he lose time? Did he make a pass? No. Dylan Wright back in the race. He entered safely. He will not lose a dock or get anything for that. But he lost a lot of time, a lot of time to Medaglia right there.
Yeah, so there's Welton still getting right on the 21 machine of Osby right behind Welton. There, Tyler Medaglia trying to gain that time back up.
Look at, wow, sorry, Osby was at the inside. He almost got Welton again. Wow. Osby's really working those inside lines right here, Kyle. Sometimes you think those lines are the ones late in the moto, and now I say that, and then he whips the outside. Osby is on the gas.
Osby very, very creative out here right now, and this is good for him because you know what? Not too far. Look at this. Welton has now closed the gap onto Rensland, so these guys are going to be in a three-way battle for the lead. It's about a second and a half difference, and look at Osby making that pass.
Osby side by side. Once again, Welton staying just a little bit lower on that Husqvarna, but here comes that line. That inside line in the next turn. Maybe it's the outside line here. Osby's going for it right now, Kyle.
Wow, this is impressive how these guys have been trading plastic this whole last lap and a half.
Osby is just working the track, and Rensland is just in front of him. Osby could go 2-1 here today for this overall.
Wow, I don't think he's done there, Galdi. He sees the number 94 machine right in front of him. Luke Rensland has not gapped these guys as they get around Wyatt Waddell, the Carlson Racing Husqvarna.
All right, do we still have Tanner Ward in the thing? I haven't seen an update on Tanner. Yes, okay, I just seen him up with the Mountain's Edge. He's in about, he'll be, what, 7th spot?
Sixth place for Tanner
Ward,
right in front of his teammate, Jess Pettis.
Okay, we're definitely going to have to do some math right now as we get to the later stages of motos, and here comes Medags. Medag is all over Welton right now. Welton starting to maybe throw in that anchor a little bit here, Kyle.
Man, it's all about hitting those lines right, and it's a difference of a half a second here, half a second there. These laps, these guys are so close in pace. A minute ago, Welton was the fastest on the track. Now he's faded back to that 3rd spot, and he's got Tyler Medaglia breathing down his neck.
All right, Rensland coming up to that finish line one more time. Osby in 2nd spot, Welton in 3rd.
So just off last lap time, we had the 4th and the 5th guy running the fastest laps. First was running the slowest at a lead pack. So that's why things tighten right up.
All right, Osby going by right there. The battle is raging war. Looking to see where Medags has gone through. It looks like
Medaglia is sitting in 4th, fastest on the track.
Dylan Wright. We've lost Dylan Wright. Has gone behind this battle, Kyle. We're just looking behind on track. Tanner Ward is now in 5th position. So we have lost Dylan Wright somewhere on that lap.
We'll keep an eye and keep you guys posted at home, but Dylan Wright has dropped off there. I'm not sure if it's a bike issue or a crash, but we'll wait for him to come by.
The top 3 in this moto right here would be 1, 2, 3, as far as it is, with the overall going to Osby with a 2-3. That gives him 52 points. Rensland with the 1-6. Dylan Wright in 7th spot. So Dylan Wright must have went down on that lap, losing a couple positions right there. So a 1-6 would give Rensland 50 points, and then a 4-3 is 25 and 22. Sorry, 25 and 23. That's 48. I think actually Dylan Wright still might be on 3rd overall if we do the math correctly here. So we'll just have to figure that out towards the thing. We got the 2-lap board in hand coming around for these guys when they get to the finish line.
So about 2.5 laps left, Galdi. That puts them about just over 5 minutes of racing left. And it's no one's out of the woods yet. We see Rensland there. We got Osby right there. Not too far behind them. We got Welton and we got Medaglia. So, oh no, sorry, it's Medaglia into that 3rd spot.
Okay, Medag's now into that 3rd spot with a 7. That would be a 7-3. I don't know if they get him on the box right now.
He's not done.
No, but he's not done either. So Medag's finding an extra gear here late in the moto, Kyle.
Yeah, so Tyler using that wily veteran status there. Look at him drive out there. That's a lapper there. But he's driving up on the back end of Osby again. Feels like these guys have been yo-yo the whole moto, back and forth, trying to swap out fast laps.
All right, so as it stands right now, it's starting to slim out, make it a little easier on my math skills. Osby the overall, Rensland 2nd spot, and Dylan Wright 3rd. But it'd be a great Tyler Medaglia getting up on the podium here. That's good to see for the Monster Energy Alpine Star Pillar Kawasaki. He's got 2-lap board coming around. We're just going to wait till we see the riders head up on screen and they get that finish line. Yes, it is. There it is. The 2-lap board is out for Rensland, Osby, and Medags. 1, 2, and 3.
So Medaglia, he's got his work cut out for him if he wants to steal that podium away from Wright. As Wright sits in 7th, and he's got to get the win to put himself on the podium.
100%, exactly. There we go. So Rensland, 2 laps to go. Osby, 2nd spot. And 3rd place is Tyler Medaglia. And Rensland is stretched today. Rensland has decided he wants to take this moto win and really bring it home.
Yeah, 3-second lead there, Galdi. So he's really put the hammer down. And like I said in the 450 moto, when you see a 2-board or a white flag, rejuvenates you, gets you motivation, and you see the finish coming. So it's good.
This podium here will have 5 riders on it. RoyalDistributing.com whole shot to Jess Pettis. Rensland, Osby, Medags for their moto finishes here, and then Rensland and Osby on the podium for overday. Osby with the win, and then Dylan Wright with 3rd overall.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a busy podium there for you.
Busy one. Busy. I know it's our boy Zeb up there now. Our boy Zeb looking after that stuff. I might have to leave you here, but you might have to handle some live TV stuff for a while. I'll give Zeb you a hand, but man, we still got a great battle on hand right here. Monster Energy Alpine Star Pillar Kawasaki Tyler Medalla is trying to chase it in, but Osby looking good on the CR2 Yamaha.
Yeah, so Osby trying to close out this 2-2 day and take that overall and that red plate home with him. But Tyler Medaglia is trying to put this last lap effort in. Lap and a half left to go here in this moto.
Okay, so, who's that? Osby grabbing the front brake or something on his bike in the air right there, or maybe just hitting the handguard or something. That was kind of a weird thing. It looks like everything's okay. He's still cruising around right there. No problem sitting in second spot. Again, this will give the overall a 2-2 on the day. Gives him that overall with 54 points. So an impressive start to the season right now for Josh Osby. Luke Renzen would be finishing that second overall. And right now, as Dylan Wright is still sitting seventh spot. But he still has a chance to maybe get Tanner Ward before the end of this race.
Well, there you go. But this is huge for Rensland. You know, we've been waiting for this. We've seen him in 4 arena cross rounds. Always one of the faster guys. Never nailed down that overall win in arena cross, but here we go. He's going to get a moto win if he can hang on another lap.
Yeah, lap and a couple turns to go here. A couple of lap riders. He's going to have to cross by, and then once he gets to that finish line, the white flag will be in hand and waiting for Rensland. And here we go. Royal Distributing MX 101 FXR Yamaha. 1 lap to go for Luke Renzen. Kyle, can he hold on to it?
Yeah, he's looking strong late in this moto. I thought he was going to drop the anchor there, but he found another gear and he started pulling away from these guys. He's got over 3 seconds now on Osby, but Tyler Medaglia only a second and a half behind Osby. That could be the pass late in this moto that gives Medaglia
the action we got to keep an eye on right there. Give Medags the edge, and that would give him a 7-2 on the day. Definitely a good recovery job as far as that goes. Tanner Ward still sitting in 5th position, I believe. And you know who we've lost? Oh, no, sorry, there it is, Welton. He's in front of him right there. So Welton's still 4, right? And we're just waiting for Dylan Wright to come by. So Dylan Wright is by himself at 7th. They would still give him 3rd overall on the day, though.
Yeah, so Dylan Wright sitting 6th right now.
Dylan Wright sitting 6 or 7?
He's 6th right now.
6th place, sorry. So that would actually give, that would still give 3rd overall. Renzen would be 2nd with a 6-1, 1-6 for him. So 3rd overall with Osby taking this overall win for the day.
Yeah, so watching Dylan Wright go along there, had a tough moto there, is crashing off the start, another mistake late in the moto and another crash, and he still ends up 6th. What a good charge for him and never give up attitude.
All right, so MX 101 right now looking like a fine picking machine once again. They always seem to find that rider a little under the radar, a little bit different from everybody else to kind of come out and start the series right now with the win. He's going to get on the box for an overall, and it's just exactly what Luke Renzen needs. A good jump to the series, feeling good. The bike's working good. He's feeling good. Osby and Medags, look at this battle we got going, Kyle. It isn't done.
Wow, Medaglia, the never give up attitude with that guy. I love him.
This will not change the overall, right? Still 50 points. And look at the drive Medags has got around. He's trying to make the pass. He wants that 2nd spot.
That's a good drive there, and that's we've seen Osby fast there early on the moto, but Medaglia picked up on that. Look at that line around the outside. Very
slinging
smooth.
on the inside, trying to crisscross right there. He's trying everything right now. He's throwing everything at him, but the kid's like, whoa, loses a little bit of time right there. Just a couple of turns to go. Where's that leader at the front of the pack right there? It's still Luke Renzen. He's got 2 turns. He's going to hang on to this one. The battle right now, though, is here. We lost Tyler just a little bit. So, up to that lead rider. There he is, heading up to the checker flag. Number 94, RoyalDistributing.com, FXR, MX 101 Yamaha. Luke Renzen going to grab the 2nd moto win here, Kyle. And Osby hangs on to 2nd. Tyler Medaglia will handle 3rd. Woo!
That was a good
moto.
moto.
What a finish, buddy. That is what we want here, and a great shot of the board. That's how the riders are hiding behind her in there, giving each other high fives.
I like seeing that. The mechanic getting a hug.
So that is going to give Josh Osby the overall with a 2-2 day. Doesn't win a moto, gets the overall. What a great start to the series.
You got to love it. You know, just consistency, and that 2nd moto was tough on him. He had to do a lot of work. He had to pass a lot of fast riders to put himself in that position.
Great job. All right, there's Dylan right on screen. It looks like he's going to come across and finish 6th on the ride. That's going to give him 3rd overall still for the day. Kyle, I'm going to go help down to the podium. We're going to send it to commercial. We'll be right back here with more racing in the 450 Moto number 2 for round 1 of the Rockstar Any Triple Crown Series. Stay tuned, folks. It's been a great day.
We're back, Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Live. We just got done the 2nd moto there, the 250s, and what a great moto there. A little bit of an upset there early on. Dylan Wright having to come from behind after that early crash, but he made do and got up to 6th after a few more incidents. So good ride by him. Rensland getting his first win on Canadian soil, which is huge. The number 94 MX 101 rider did tremendous there to get that lead, pull away a little bit, and then just hang on for dear life near the end with the Osby and Medaglia train coming. Marshall Welton had the lead for a bit there, faded back to a 4th. So a 4-4 for Welton for today is a great ride and a good start for his series. As we look onto the city here, we're just getting the podiums ready to go. Tanner Ward with a 3.5 on the day. He had a late moto crash, cost him valuable points and a possible podium to start his year off. Dylan Wright there, we mentioned earlier, 6th place, so his 1-6. So we're gonna actually head down with Galdi and talk to Josh Osby after that great ride.
Kyle, thanks. Fox Sports Racing Live right now here with our overall winner on the day. 2-2 on the day gets the overall. Kind of a weird way to take it, but any way you want to do it is a good way to do it. Josh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like you said, it's a little bit weird, but I mean, both motos, I knew where I was in position, so obviously I made a push there for the win, but we just ran out of time. We got close and didn't want to throw it away either, so just played it smart. Today I wanted to get through here with good points, and obviously to walk away with the overall win is awesome. So I just want to keep the momentum going. I've been working really hard and with the Club MX crew, and I just want to keep things rolling and be smart about it all season.
Well, congrats. You got the red plate right here. Kyle, we'll send it back up to you, buddy, live on Fox Sports Racing.
Yeah, there you go. Red plate is a huge thing in this this sport. You know, it gets taking that to the next round. I know it's going to be tight in points. There's a lot of guys that are really close there. So having the red plate kind of puts a target on your back, but also it's you know, it's good going home and getting those Instagram photos there of your bike and going to the next round in Prince George, all gung-ho, where we're next weekend right up to northern BC, Prince George. Get those big wooden bears that the guys win, so it's a huge podium up there for that too. And maybe we'll see Osby go in another. But coming up soon here, we're going to get the other guys. Galdi's just waiting on a few house announcements there. But Luke Renslin and we're looking for Dylan Wright, obviously. So both those guys land on the podium. Obviously, Dylan Wright wanted to start out kind of where he left off in Arena Cross, getting that championship and having that red plate. Unfortunately, he came a little bit short with that last moto there. I'm sure he's going to go back to the drawing board, figure out what he did wrong, which I don't think was much. He had great lap times throughout the day. Great lap times throughout that moto. Really made up some ground after going fell on the ground there on that Royal Distributing hole shot. So he was able to put in a great ride early on, get himself in position to maybe take that overall. A few mistakes late, so he'll have to minimize those going forward and really focus on just putting himself in the right position. And talking about another rider, Tyler Medaglia, who had a rough first moto, had some early moto crash. I think it was Ryder Floyd. And he came back that second moto with a vengeance, got a third. He's going to look to go into Prince George, where we've seen him get on the podium last year in the 450 class. He's going to see about getting the podium, possibly get a win, get himself back on that box. We've seen him finish off the Arena Cross with the win in Barrie, so that was good to see. And just waiting for a podium call here from the guys. Look for Marshall Welton to go a little bit towards the front there. He had a great start, made the pass into the lead there, led a lot of laps there. Actually looked like he was going to take that win, and just not too far off pace, just a half a second here or there, cost him that moto and that chance at that podium. But the Sky Racing Husqvarna, a real threat this year. We've seen them come up through with some good riders. This year they have Marshall Welton, obviously Cade Clayson, the seasoned vet with the Sky Racing guys. He's been there a few years. And they have Christopher Forche is the third rider for that Sky team. So have an eye for those guys moving forward. And Tanner Ward finishing up that fifth in that second moto. So we're actually going to head back down to the podium with Galdi. He's got one of the guys.
Right, Dylan, that second moto, not obviously the way you wanted it to go right there, but still some solid points. Just talk to me what happened, and obviously the start was where it was. You got a good start and fell down.
Yeah, got a good jump off the gate, and Jess and I were kind of dragging for the whole shot there. Ended up hitting like a slick spot where they watered, and went down. Went back to dead last, and you know what? I don't know. I just, something in my brain, I didn't ride like myself that whole moto. Yeah, I was going fast, but I mean, can't be doing that. We made way too many mistakes out there. I put myself in way too many dangerous positions. Like, I can't be doing that. If I want to win this championship, I got to keep my head on straight even after a crash at the start. I mean, I feel like we had the speed to win that moto even even though I went down. And so, I mean, I feel like we're the fastest guy, but I mean, again, I can't ride like that if I want to win, but just can't do it without my whole amazing team. Honda Canada, GR, Fox Racing, Eyeless Brace, CTI braces, proven Moto SS suspension, my girlfriend, my family, my team for sticking behind me. We're going to have to swallow that one and move on to next weekend and just keep pushing.
All right, Dylan, thanks for your time. Kyle, take it away, buddy. Third on the day. Dylan right there with a great ride. I'll go find Luke Renzen, buddy. We'll send it back to you.
A lot of emotion there for Dylan Wright. You can really see that he was upset about that moto, and he's got a lot of things to fix. And I want to say that it's a lot to do with the things that happened in the past with Dylan Wright. He's had championship opportunities or overall opportunities, and they either slipped away with, bike incidents or just little small mistakes, untimely mistakes that cost him the overall and valuable points. So you can really see the emotion that he had out there. He doesn't want to go down that rabbit hole again and go through those motos. So we're actually going to send it down to Luke Renzen, that moto winner.
There, Luke Renzen, dude, you did it. You got the moto win, man. And you earned that one there. You got the start that you needed, because in the first moto was the start that kind of killed you. And but you just, and there was a couple times there it looked like you were going to run away, and then a mistake bit you and everything. It was a tossy turning moto there.
It was a really tricky moto. The dirt's really hard packed, got a lot of rocks on top, and then before the moto they doused the whole thing with water. So it was tough. In the beginning of the moto we had to run the powder berms because it was dry, and then you had to kind of figure out when to switch back to the main lines on the inside when they were drying out. So yeah, it's a good moto. I actually lost my rear brake there towards the end, so I kind of had to just manage my lead a little bit, try to ride it home. I didn't want to give up the win for sure. My first win on Canadian soil, and I knew I needed that win to get back in the podium for the overall. So made it happen thanks to my MX101 Royal Distributing FXR Yamaha team, and we'll keep chipping away at it and move on.
There you go, Luke Renzen, second overall day, second moto winner. Congratulations to them. Kyle, buddy, we'll send it back to you.
That was a pretty good moto for Luke Renzen. We've been kind of waiting for that since Arena Cross started, and you alluded on it, how the track was a little dicey early on, but as it went and tacked up, he got the moto win there. Great ride by him. We're actually going to send it down to a commercial, and we'll be back with some more Rockstar Energy Triple Crown action.
Sports Racing Live, race fans, Ryan Gauld, Kyle Thompson just snuck into the booth. Got the fitting cat out there, getting a good. I'll tell you right now, that podium was fun, and it was hectic.
Yeah.
Doing the live part, right? That was kind of cool. We did the live TV stuff, trying to help Zeb out there, but we got it done. Zeb did a great job up there, and congrats to all the riders. But 2-2.
Yeah.
2-2.
Yeah, you gotta be consistent, and and you've seen the emotion. I was talking to the fans there, the emotion out of Dylan Wright after that moto. Yeah. You could see it on the podium. He's bummed. Yes,
dude. It was like his dog died.
Yeah.
It was actually it was hard for Zeb to kind of get it hyped because he was so bummed. And then I don't know if you listened to the interview we did with him, but he's like, I just can't do that. I can't do that. Mm-hmm. I don't think he needs to beat himself up as much as he did right there. He definitely looked like he was super upset, but these guys want it, man. He wants to win. That's what he wants, and he wasn't happy with it.
I got to say, though, that crash off the start and being able to catch those guys has got to be like, hey, you know what? I just got to calm down a little bit. I can beat these guys.
Yeah.
I caught them.
Yeah, he was the fastest guy today. He definitely was the fastest guy. Set the fastest lap times. Good job by Tyler Medalla, grabbing that third spot right there in that second moto, so that was cool for him. I think he'll get 5th overall, I believe, with that, with a 7-3 for a 5 overall. So, because I think Welton will still carry the 4th. We'll get the points and everything sorted out once we get those printed. But what an awesome moto to watch, and such a great ending to that race right there. Like we always want good racing. You want to script it. You want it to be perfect like that. And so far, we're delivering. We got 3 for 3 so far.
Yeah, they've been all great motos. Yeah. And as we go along, the track is actually looking better. I know Luke said some things, and we talked about it. You noticed it early in that moto. He was kind of like tiptoeing and not really charging his stuff. And he talked about it on that speech there.
Exactly.
At the podium.
Yeah.
So it was good to hear him that you spotted that, and he actually said the exact same thing. And as
every once in a while, you're kind of smart. Sometimes I know what I'm talking about.
Not just the math guy.
And you know what I haven't talked about at all here today? Your hair.
That's good.
It is weird. I'll tell you. Beautiful shot of the senior here in Calgary. Loving getting the fans right down into the middle of the track out here. Right here, this is the part where we come up into the finish line area where we saw Osby making a lot of passes in the race and where he launched that wall. But we're getting ready for the final moto of the day here, the 450 moto number 2. Can Colton keep it together and pull at the trigger on this overall win, or maybe we see another crazy mathematician type deal? Like it's hurting my head.
I know the two guys that I was looking for in that first moto that kind of got caught behind. We talked about earlier, Gerke and Moffenbauer.
Yeah,
Gerke and Moffenbauer are, I think, in the slide in there, get better starts, and they have a bit of confidence. They'll go back, and their guys will like break down the lap times, and they're like, hey, you could have been there, but you got to put yourself off there in the start. So we'll look for those guys. Nicoletti, I don't know. I think we're just getting started with that guy. I feel like he's going to go on a run here.
He's ready. Oh, and I talked to James Lismore, one of our photographers out here. He's like, did you guys get Phil Nicoletti giving the #1 sign to one of the lappers? I don't remember seeing that in the show, but apparently Phil has done his thing with the loppers, and we love him for it. Phil does not like it when you get in your way.
No,
do not get in Phil's way.
Don't get in Phil's way.
There it is. The 450 hot lap is now underway here for Moto #2. Nick Collins, one of the local riders there, Blackfoot Direct, helping him out. And actually an interesting story for that 7-11. Nick actually earned a national number last year. And myself doing the MRC, they emailed me and asked about Nick's father passed away cause of cancer.
Yep.
And 7-11, I think it was his favorite number, something to that effect. They wanted to keep it that way. So the MRC group decided that we thought that was a great story and a reason. Because I think he was, I want to say like 47 or 8 or something like that.
Oh, wow, yeah.
As far as, like, we had a good national number, but he's wearing that in honor of his dad.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's I did not know that. That's a good story there. And that's
very cool.
Good to see him here leading the hot lap around in his home track.
Yeah.
In front of his
probably got a lot of fans out probably just cheering him on right now. You know, he didn't have a super stellar first moto. We'll get our results for that we can pick our brains up like there. But still, good to see there's a shot of the #3 in the middle of that, Sean Moffenbauer, and he is going to be looking to try to excel in this moto.
Yeah, Sean Moffenbauer, definitely not a bad way to start the day. He made his way up to that back end of Matt Gerke, but there's more in the tank there. Sean Moffenbauer ended up second fastest. He actually held down the fastest lap time for a long time there. Cole Thompson snuck in. So Sean Moffenbauer definitely has the speed to get up here and be on the podium, maybe even get a win.
Definitely, yeah. No, he was showing it right there, and that it should be interesting to see if he can pull the trigger. 450 Moto 1, please and thank you. Yeah, so we're just getting our results sheet right here to look to make sure we got everything ready to go. So 450 Moto 1, we had Fasciotti, Nicoletti, Thompson, Alessi. Impressive to hang on to that fourth with that first moto, but almost, I want to say like identical to last year. Such great starts and then not able to keep that momentum for the entire moto. So maybe we'll see what he's got here. Gerke and Moff, like you've been alluding to, a great battle. We didn't get a ton of camera shots because there's still such good racing at the front of the pack, but we'll see if those guys can pull the trigger. Meston hanging on to that 8th place. Solid.
Very solid.
Solid for him for sure. Clayson 9 and Brownie 10. Mike Brown, 79 years old.
Not quite, but he's the old guy out here. And man, every year he comes here, I feel like he's in the top 10 guy. When is he not going to be top? Is it going to be like when he's 60? He's not going to be top 10? I don't know.
I wish we, we're not great at stats in Canada. No. I want to figure out who the oldest. I mean, Dowd. I think Dowd probably got a top 10 when he was right around the 48, 50 mark when he was racing Canada too. So those two guys anyway, just great ambassadors for our sport, and you just can't not like them. And Dowdy and
and just outside that top 10, Ryan Dowd.
Yeah, Ryan Dowd. We're talking about John and his son out here, 11th place. I think that's a pretty solid finish for Ryan. He was a 7, 8, 9 when he hit the East Coast last year, so he's never been out here.
No
he's like, dude, this is the longest drive ever. He was basically one end of North America to the other kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
so
it's a long haul.
Crazy. Oh, there it is on screen. A great shot of our champion right there. Yeah. Nick Collins, I don't know if you could have heard that at home right there, but he just jumps the finish line behind us and gives a big woohoo. He's stoked. He's happy to be here. He's pumped for sure, and we'll see what he can do in this moto. But back to the Honda Canada GDR Fox rider right there. That was Cole Fasciotti. Can he do it again here, Kyle? The riders, the 250 guys said that it was real sketchy those first few laps because of the watering. It's very hard pack underneath. You lay that water on, it becomes a bit icy. So gingerly, the boys got to be ginger on those first couple laps out here. So it's going to be interesting to see because Dylan Wright said that's why he went down with that slick spot and just watched that front end.
So I want to say that they put the tillers through that first corner there and maybe fix that mistake. I think it was just packed in a little bit and he caught his front end, but nonetheless, you can see right there Colton Fasciotti going up the hill.
Oh, hey, sorry. Nick Collins, 14th in that moto.
Wow.
Good job. That's
Very
a great
impressive.
ride. Great ride. Hey, rookie boy, Sam Gator. I got to give a shout out to Morgan Berger. Having his first baby in August. Lovely wife is here. We got the full belly going on there, so congrats to them.
Yep.
He decided I'm just going to go racing this weekend.
And he got 12.
Yeah, he gets 12. Hasn't rode a bike. He said, I haven't really rode much today. I just thought it'd be something fun to do. He goes, I really like Calgary. He liked the track. He took his wife. They did a little bit of scenery and all that kind of stuff, and maybe some baby shopping or something as well. So yeah, good stuff right there. Congrats to Morgan Berger, who finished 12. Sam Gaynor 13th for the rookie.
Yeah,
that's a good start.
Great
for
start.
sure. Sam Gaynor, Nick Collins, Casey Keast 15th, not too bad for the first eight there. Cheyenne Harmon, I think he probably would like to be a little bit better. That Colin Jern, I hate the outdoors, gets 17th.
Yeah.
And McCoy Bro, Riley Lalonde, and Riley. Oh, McCoy beat Riley.
Oh, brothers.
Yeah, that could be
long drive home.
Yeah, it could be tough chatter on the way home. Very quiet, very
Look
quiet.
at this, Papa Wheelies here by the number 1, just showing the fans what he's got. It's
Popping the mud off.
I know what he's doing. I'm just joking, but yeah, just getting that mud off that rear wheel so we can get some better traction off this cement start. Like I said earlier, this round in Prince George up in northern BC, the only 2 rounds that we have.
Round 1 and 2 is tough on the tires.
No, tough on the tires,
Yeah.
so pack them in there, teams.
Everybody needs to get a bunch of Hoosiers. Hoosier will come up, right?
Yeah,
Hoosier hooks them up. No matter if they got another tire sponsor, Hoosier, set them
Yep,
up.
set them up. Get them tires.
But they got tents,
Burn
they
'em
got
up.
tires, they got everything. They got everything you need out there. Okay, so as you can see right there, the 450 boys are getting themselves lined up here for Moto number 2. Once again, everybody on Fox Sports Racing Live, we appreciate you tuning in. We hope you are enjoying our first round coverage of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. This is the MX Tour portion. We have finished 4 rounds already in our arena cross side of things for the $100,000 chase. In those points chase, Cole Thompson is your leader at the moment of that right there, but Phil Nicoletti just chewed 2 points away from the first moto. But man, we got a lot of racing to go here, Kyle. We got 30 plus 2 right here, and then another 14 motos after that starting next week in Prince George.
And 3 supercrosses to
and then
just put
3
the icing on
supercrosses
the
in
cake.
there. Yeah, you know, 3. So we got a lot of racing to go here to get that $100,000 payout from Rockstar Triple Crown Series. Awesome, but to have that aboard. As we're looking on, there's the 17 of Cheyenne Harmon right there getting ready. For some reason, I thought 17 yesterday was Keith, but he was 17 last year.
Yes.
So I was looking at pictures, like, oh, look at Keith Scott graphics on his bike. And really, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That wasn't him.
No.
So we're caught up with that. Look at the mechanics getting everything out, trying to clean up the mud out of there, getting it. You want to have the least amount of mud so it doesn't fall on that gate, or sorry, fall on the concrete pad.
As you're revving
causing even more spinach, right?
Yeah, so as you rev that bike, it's going to drop a lot of the mud you picked up on that hot lap. So those guys are trying to clean up under the fenders, around the tires, spokes, wheels, all that stuff. Just get it nice and clean. So when they rev up to do this 30-plus 2-lap moto, they're going to be clean off that concrete.
All right, so good shot of the crowd out here getting ready for that final moto. We're doing great on time. We're doing great on action. Here for round 1 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. The fans are getting stoked. And right there, that guy's working on his tan. He's doing good. He's got the tan. Oh, that guy's lost his shirt. Somebody took a shirt off. We got Danny Bro in the crowd. He's got no shirt on it. Ripping shirts off and getting ready for the 450, the final moto of the day here. And it's got to be a good one. It's been too good all day long. It's got to be another good one.
Yeah, they got to deliver for us here. And this it's hot out. The sun come back out for these 450 boys. We put another log on the fire and we're ready to go.
Yeah, they fired it up for this final one here. Kinger's got the best job in this. Gets to hang out with all the pretty, lovely Rockstar Energy girls. Right there, and the 30 board is up, my friend. Here we go, 30 seconds till we drop the gate for the final 450 moto of the day here at Wild Rose Amps for round 1 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. Oh, I can't wait to hear this. The bikes fire out. They do the tire warm up, man. It's just so intense. It's so intense. All the mechanics are out of the way.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. The nerves kind of pick up, and then as soon as that board goes sideways, your go time.
All right, so here we go. The 30 board is to the sky. We're waiting for it to go sideways, and there it is to 5. It goes, just a few seconds. This gate will drop, the revs are up, the gate will go down, and who's gonna grab the RoyalDistributing.com short shot here? 450 moto number 2 off the line, who's got it? Mike Alessi, no problem, 2 for 2. Jess Pettis, 2 for 2. Mike Alessi, 2 for 2. And Meston again in there. And Nick Collins, look at that, the local boys.
Couple local boys up in there. It's a good start for those guys. Looks like Fasciotti back at about 7. So
Fasciotti and Thompson right about 7 or 8 right now, but it is the 800 machine leading the way with Phil Nicoletti sitting in that 2nd spot. All right, Nick Collins at 3rd. Meston right there in 4th spot right there, and there's Fasciotti. He's actually made a move around Cole Thompson. So, and look at this. Phil is going after him right now. Phil is going to try to make the move and try to run away for this moto and try to bring home a win.
Oh, he's way on that powder burn. Look at Meston driving in hard there. This is a good spot for Phil Nicoletti, though. He had to make some passes early in that last moto. So look at him. He's going to be driving.
Look at this. And Cole Thompson now got his way back by Cole Fasciotti early on in this race.
Yeah, now
and look at
working
this.
on
Now
Meston.
they're going to try to go up the inside. Fasciotti going to try to make the move. Thompson trying to get by Meston. Phil trying to get by Alessi.
Wow, look at Phil blasting those outside berms. So obviously picked up some good lines there in that hot lap. And Thompson makes that pass on Meston up into 3rd.
All right, so Mike Alessi up over the mountain's edge, leading once again 2 for 2 on the Holies. That is going to get the double crown kicked back from RoyalDistributing.com. Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha right now sitting in 2nd spot. Red Bull KTM Thor Racing Rider sitting in 3rd position. That is Cole Thompson. And fourth spot is Meston, the local guys hanging in there in the CRT Yamaha.
Yeah, so good start there. Another good start for Leslie. He's doing the same thing, kind of get that gap right there, Galdi. Already starting to pull away from Phil. So let's see if Leslie can get out front. Look at this, very slippery down that
slick
backside.
right there. So it's edging into the turns right here. So Phil kind of losing a little bit of Leslie. Leslie just hanging it out right now. Trying to pull the exact same thing as that first moto.
Yeah, so these guys looking for those smooth lines.
Look at fast guy just cruising around there, barely losing any time. Look at the water they laid down there. It's going to take a few ginger laps to get that first little slippery instance away from these guys, and then we'll be able to really see who's putting down the lap time, Scott.
Yeah, it's really hard to lay the water on this track for this crew. All these big hills, I don't know if they can drive up and down, but looks like Thompson made a pass there off camera.
He did. Yes, he did. Off camera, so Thompson up into that second spot, Kyle. What a great job.
Yeah, so coming by the stripe, Alessi got about a second lead. Thompson, then Nicoletti. Meston still holding down that fourth position with the number 1 red plate, Fasciotti there.
All right, so Alessi, Thompson, Nicoletti, Meston, and Fasciotti. Here he comes right now. Fasciotti will start to find his way once the track is in. And Sean Moffenmeyer's right behind Fasciotti.
Oh,
Moffenmeyer could just hook into the back of that Honda here and maybe stick a wheel in. Look at Fasciotti's trying to make the pass, and he's got it. Fasciotti has made the pass, now up into that fourth position.
Yeah, that's a good pass there. Now he's got Filthy Phil right in front of him there, so he's going to try to run down the 54 machine.
Nick Collins still hanging in there as well, still sitting in that 8th position. Good job by Nick Collins here.
Look at these ruts down here, Galdi. They're really swallowing these bikes up late in this day.
I think every one of these races has got to think that they got the number on the 800. You can go fast with a few laps right now, but they think they can pick it away. Look at this. Moffenmeyer going to make the pass on Meston too.
As he pulls that tear off, good clear vision coming up that next hill. Lots of ruts there.
Oh, Meston now on the outside. Now he brings it back. Keelan Meston not giving up. And then Moffenmeyer on the inside. They both kind of stuff it in the ruts. And Moffenmeyer's got a Rockstar Energy OTSF rider making the pass.
Yeah, it looks like Phil's got a little bit more energy now. He's going to come back at Thompson, and Fasciotti not too far behind that battle.
Yeah, Fasciotti definitely going to start roaming in right now and going to figure out that trying to get the chase in right now. So Sean Moffenmeyer right now, Meston on screen, doing a great job.
Yeah, let's see. Moffenmeyer, this is a great position for him, and we'll have to catch up where Gerke is. I know those are our outside guys.
He's just behind this pack, actually. I think he's just behind this pack right now. So
okay, so Matt come by the stripe last lap, 9th. I'm sure he's improved on that through through this last lap here. But this is huge for the number 3. He's struggled through the indoors, but this is his bread and butter here, the outdoors. He's really feeling comfortable, and I have a good feeling that he can catch up and run with the top dogs here.
Fasciotti just stood up all the way around that section right there. So he has got tons of energy. He's ready to go. And we're going to see, after about 3 laps, he's going to start to turn it up, once we said, getting that little edge away from the track, that slippery part. But it's Alessi right now that is laying it down. But Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing number 1 right there on screen. And they are shoot right up to the front of the pack. There's your leader.
Cole Thompson second, Nicoletti in third. They're the top 2 guys running the 209. Alessi running the fastest right now. And it looks like 2.2 second lead for the GDR rider. So not a huge margin, but definitely breathing room.
Wow, pretty wild how different from the morning practice times compared to now. That's like a 7-second difference. They were doing 202s, right?
And I want to say it's just like the 250 class. We're going to see these guys improve as the moto goes on.
Yeah. Phil just hitting that kicker there. Wow. Look at that line by Phil. Wow, right at the inside like that. What a smart line right there. Alessi, looks like he was overjumping. Look at the ruts down there, Kyle.
Man, navigating those ruts down that hill. And the TV does not do justice for you folks at home. That hill is a massive one.
Alessi still got about a 3-second lead. There's Thompson and Nicoletti. Nicoletti looking back, wondering what's happening right now.
He did that last moto, and for a guy like that, it doesn't even faze me. I don't think he's looking back for any reason, but he wants to be able to take different lines.
He's probably stretching his neck.
Yeah. Yeah,
just cracking it like he's getting ready for a fight. He's cracking his neck, cracking his knuckles.
Yeah, getting ready for a battle because this is a long one ahead of them. There's only a couple laps in here of this 30+2, so they got a good 30 minutes left in this moto.
All right, so Cole Thompson, Phil Nicoletti on screen right now. That is 2nd and 3rd. Fasciotti 4, Moffenmeyer 5, and Meston in that 6th position. So good job for Keelan Meston once again having a great ride out here.
I got to say, if Alessi can carry the speed, we've seen this right before his shoulder injury last year. He came out to Minnedosa, led about 25 minutes of that moto. Yeah. And had all those fire breathers right behind him.
They just ate him up, remember that?
They did, but you know what? He's going to piece it. He's earlier in the season, he's up front and doing the same thing he did in Minnedosa, so let's see how he can build up this.
All right, so Alessi leads, Cole Thompson in 2nd spot, and Phil Nicoletti in that 3rd position right now, who we are watching on screen. Wild Rose MX. This is the final moto of the day here for the 450 class. This is moto number 2. Our first moto winner was Colt Fasciotti. If you're just checking in on the Fox Sports Racing Live here for round 1 of the Rockstar Triple Crown Series, Phil Nicoletti was second and Cole Thompson was third. And as we're watching right now, it's Alessi with the lead. And as Kyle was just saying, he's looking to pull away. And he's got that edge and he's dropping times.
Yep.
He is the fastest rider on the track.
He's a fast lap by half a second a lap faster than the 2 guys behind him.
What about
And it looks
Fasciotti
like
right there?
Fasciotti put in the second fastest there, so he's
Okay.
matching his teammate. These guys are all standing really close. That half a second's going to make a difference as these moto goes on.
All right, so Alessi Thompson. And you know what? Thompson knows that he's going to be able to catch Alessi, but you got to think that he wants to get it sooner than later.
Yeah, sooner than later, get out front, get your own lines going. But you know what? Alessi's got a great pace. If he can catch up to him a little bit more, see what lines he's running early, it's only a matter of, I feel like, Alessi's fitness, not speed. So he's definitely got the lines. He definitely knows how to go fast on this track. So Thompson needs to get up there and just follow him a little bit.
Our flagger just turning the heads with all the riders going by, doing a great job. Big shout out to all our flaggers. A lot of them, obviously they it's a paid position, but a lot of them just want to be a close action, be a part of the sport out here. So it's very cool. Big shout out to those guys. Big shout out to all our supporters that are out here for Wild Rose MX. And Fasciotti's starting to click it away right now.
Yeah,
he is feeling good. He's feeling the flow.
Yeah, he's starting to close in on the 54, 16, and the 800 who lead the way. And let's see if the number 1 can start clicking off these fast laps. And I feel like, just like Rensland, it kind of took him up a warming up period to kind of get used to the new lines, the way the water was laid down. And it's going to be Colton Fasciotti looking to hunt down these leaders. So in behind them, Gald, you got a 2:10 lap time out of Moffenbauer. So he's 2 seconds behind Colton Fasciotti. A really impressive ride so far for the number 3 Yamaha.
And he'll get stronger too. That guy's in great shape out there. So you know he's going to get better as the race goes on as well. So we'll keep an eye on the Rockstar Energy OTSF rider, Sean Moffenbauer, as he keeps tabs on Fasciotti and trying to close in on Phil Nicoletti. Here we go, give you a top rundown. We got Mike Alessi leading the way. Cole Thompson sitting at second spot. Phil Nicoletti, Colton Fasciotti, Sean Moffenbauer. That is your top 5. Meston, Alex, Gerke, Collins, and Brown. Mike Brown, top 10.
Obviously.
Morgan Berger, Josh Gadak, Cheyenne Harmon, Riley Bro, Cade Clayson back in 15th right now. Eric Jeffrey, Sam Gaynor, Casey Keys, Colin Juren, and McCoy Bro are your top 20 here with 4 laps into this race.
Yeah, so we're getting some lap times of the leaders. It looks like Thompson is now the fast cat out there that last lap with a 2:08. The first time we've seen a 2:08 out here, but all the other guys rocking a 2:09. So it's all very tight, all within a half second of each other.
All right, Phil Nicoletti doing a lot of outside riding, where Fasciotti's doing a lot of inside riding right now. So a lot of options, it seems, out here for this track, which is great to see.
Yeah, you know what I noticed is a lot of these guys are swapping out lines lap per lap. It's just like they're still feeling this out. We're only about 5 laps in, and they're still finding these fast lines. Look at these ruts here, though, Galdi. Man, it takes a drive out of that corner to get up that hill.
All right, so there it is. Mike Alessi leads the way, but Cole Thompson is really closing that gap, and Phil Nicoletti is coming with him. So we're going to keep an eye on the 54. We know he's strong, and he took the number of Cole Thompson in moto number 1, but right now it's Thompson ahead, and he's looking to make a move and trying to close it in on the 800 right now, and Phil kind of looks like he's closed it in on Cole as well. This is a really topsy-turvy battle going on right now. It looks like nobody really wants to take care of it and chase down this Alessi kid.
Yeah, no, it's, Thompson's in the wheelhouse right now to try to get Alessi, but he just hasn't been able to make up that second and a half. And then as he does that, Nicoletti finds a groove. He catches right back up. And back in the shadows there, the number 1, the red plate, Colton Fasciotti.
All right, so Red Bull KTM Pro Racing dropping in, chasing the Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing Ride Bullfrog Smart Top Honda of the Mike Alessi right now. That is 1 and 2. Mike Alessi, the 800, so stoked to have him back up in Canada again this year. He's such a great guy, great ambassador for our sport. Obviously a great starter, but again, we keep asking ourselves, can he hang on?
Man, he's doing the right.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Little paddle right there. He lost
really
a lot of time.
there.
Thompson is all over him, Kyle.
Yeah, that was a big mistake there. He's held on well to, looked like he went to the powder berm of that big roller, and now Thompson can really taste the blood.
Thompson needs to make this pass soon and use Alessi as a bit of a blocker right now. If he gets stuck behind, it's going to allow Phil and it's going to allow Colt to close in, but it's only going to make it better for us for calling the race because it's going to give us great action.
Yeah, we love when it gets tight action, especially when these points are swapping out. So let's see if Thompson can make the move on Alessi. It looks like Alessi's starting to make mistakes midway through this moto.
Thompson trying to move up the inside. No, he's not going to make it there. This is where Thompson is crafty. All this next part of the next sections of this track, look at this. Going wide, a bit more of a scrubber, carrying a little more speed. Can he make it a pass around the outside? He's got the drive, switching gears, and there it is. Cole Thompson takes the lead.
And his first lead of the Motocross series here. We've seen him have some leads in Arena Cross, win some races there.
And here comes Phil Nicoletti there. Look at this, 1, 2, and 3. You can throw a blanket over him, Kyle.
Yeah, and as soon as Phil's seen that, he needs to go now. And I feel like he's all over, and here he goes, going for the pass on Alessi.
He's trying. Phil's going outside. He's going inside. Does he have the drive? We're going to shoot. Change camera angles. Coming back into frame. Phil's got the drive. He's scrubbing right now. We're going to see who's going to make that move. Rockstar Energy OTSF all over the back end of the Honda Canada GDR Fox bike.
Yeah, so Alessi kind of throwing out the anchor here. We're about 5 or 6 laps into this race.
Phil has got him. No, not yet. Alessi looking over and chops that line. Good defense.
Great defense, and I noticed that about the 800. He's really good at riding a smooth bike and still being defensive, kind of being calm out there.
Whoa, Phil having an incident right there, Kyle. Not able to get over the mountain's edge and kind of crossing up.
Yep, so Alessi looking ahead, trying to get back on pace. It looked like he's making a few mistakes here and there, and it's just costing him half a second, quarter second here and there.
Well, you know what? That podcast they did this week, we did not have Cole Thompson winning here at all. We had him actually kind of at the back end of it. So Cole Thompson proving some of the critics wrong right now, looking good as he leads the way. But the battle right now is for second spot between Mike Alessi and Phil Nicoletti. And right now, Alessi being not a roadblock, I don't want to say that, but definitely holding up Phil Nicoletti for closing in. And look at this, Thompson is just pulling away.
Yeah, this is it. And Alessi's just kind of putting that anchor out, holding Nicoletti's pace up a little bit. And Phil is probably red under that helmet, trying to get.
Look at this pass. What a setup. Out of nowhere, we haven't seen anybody make a pass on that part of the track all day long, and Nicoletti makes it work. That's
a scary sight for the number 16. As he looks back, he sees that 54 into that second spot. He does not have that buffer anymore. What a pass, O'Golden.
Yeah.
He swung wide there and drove through those rollers straight so he could make that pass.
Really making those outside lines work right now. So Thompson, Nicoletti, right now 1 and 2, and Fasciotti's trying to close in on his teammate.
So it looks like Alessi really had a hard lap there at 2:12. The leader, 2:08 flat.
Thompson, I was going to say, he just must have had a real good lap. He looked great out there.
Yeah, so now that Nicoletti's by, he did a great 2:09.9, even eating the roost of Alessi. But look at that. Sorry, that's not Fasciotti, that's Alessi. I'm going to say Fasciotti in there, but that's the 800 of Mike Alessi.
Let's get a run down there, Kyle. Whoa, we got caution flags right now. Caution flags, riders are chopping the throttle.
That's wheels to the ground there.
Yeah, good job, Phil. Past the accident. All right, Daryl Murphy was on scene, so if any riders do have an infraction, they will be on top of things right there. But there it is, Cole Thompson going through our screen. Phil Nicoletti right there, what is it, about 3 seconds, 4 seconds behind?
So less than 3 seconds.
Less than 3 seconds, okay. So the filthy Phil Nicoletti right now on his Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha is trying to find a way. He's trying to find a way to close that gap. He's got a long time, Kyle. We've only hit about 7 laps right here thus far, so he's got a lot of time.
Yeah, about 6.5 laps into this Moto Galdi, and it's about a less than 3 second gap now. Looks like Phil's finding his lines after he got by the 800 of Alessi.
All right, so Mike Alessi on screen now, number 800. Where is Fasciotti? There he is, right far behind. So Fasciotti not clicking through as fast as I thought he would in this Moto Kyle.
Yeah, he's going to have to get up to that second spot to take the overall here. Right now, our 3 top guys, though, are all within that picture of taking this overall. It's whoever can have that last ditch effort on the day and really close this moto out.
All right, Cole Thompson right now, Red Bull KTM Thor, Factory Racing, leading the way. Rockstar Energy OTSFF Yamaha ride of Phil Nicoletti sitting in second spot. Honda Canada GDR Fox Smart Top Bullfrog Honda rider, that is Mike Alessi, and then the teammate, Honda Canada GDR Fox rider Colton Fasciotti right now sitting in that 4th position. 5th spot is still Moffenbauer. And then Keelan Meston still doing a great job in there.
Yeah, Keelan, hometown track, was he sitting 6th there, Baldy? This could be another great finish in Calgary for Meston and really start out his year on a positive note.
Cole Thompson drops a 2:10 on that lap, pulls another, looks like just about 3/4 of a second on Phil, so now it's a 3.6 second gap right now.
So it looks like those guys have slowed down. Maybe the lappers are in the way a little bit, because those guys got down to a 2:08 flat, so a couple seconds slower. I don't know if it's a track or just lappers or maybe fatigue setting in early here. We're not quite yet at the halfway point.
Yeah, well, Phil today would end up going 2-2 for 3rd overall because of 1 3s and a 3-1 as it sits right now.
We just seen a 2-2 get the overall.
And we just saw a 2-2 get the overall. So how crazy is that? A 2-2 gets an overall today and could possibly get a 3rd that day. Wow.
Shake your head, eh?
Yeah.
No, Cole Thompson going back there in the skyline shot. got about a 3.5-second lead, and Nicoletti, and as we see Nicoletti, we can't count him out of anything. We've seen him kind of fade in that first moto, and then later in the moto, he really put a charge on for that first spot.
And right there, Colt Fasciotti scrubbing down like the kids are right there, and he is closing in on Alessi. He is within a second now of the number 800. So Fasciotti is coming, and he wants to get in there. And now Alessi's got that third. I actually said the 1-3 to Colt, or sorry, 3-1 for Colton. He's actually not in third yet. He's still got to get by that number 800.
Yeah, so he's going to make a pass on his teammate. And it looks like his teammate's kind of found a second win here, holding down that spot. He lost a bit of time to Nicoletti, but he's still holding down that third spot well.
All right, so Cole Thompson pulling away. Mike Alessi second spot. Fasciotti, or sorry, Phil Nicoletti second spot. Mike Alessi third. And then on screen right there, that is Fasciotti in fourth position. I'm feeling like the trigger's got to get pulled right now. Fasciotti's going to try to close in and even make a run at Phil or Cole.
Yeah, he's got to get going right away. And usually this time in the moto is when Fasciotti's the strongest. He gets himself into the lead and puts those heaters down. Right now, sitting fourth, about 8 seconds behind the leader. It's going to be a tough one. He's going to really have to dig deep for this moto.
All right, so here we go. Colton Fasciotti on screen right now. Our 5-time Canadian champion. He won the first moto. Currently sitting in fourth place here in Moto number 2. Our leader just going over the finish line. There he is, Red Bull KTM Thor racing rider. Looking good up front. Nicoletti closed the gap a little bit there.
Yeah, a tiny bit there, about a 2.2 of a second. He closed up on the number 16 machine. They're both back in the 208s. So it must have been oh, you know what it was? It was the Red Cross that slowed him down.
Oh, yeah, that would have been. Yep. I forgot about the Red Cross. Hopefully that rider is okay, whoever it was that went down. And Nicoletti, though, is clicking away. Nicoletti up the inside here. No, he's going wide still, getting around those lap riders.
Yeah, so both of those guys in the 208s. The GDR boys sitting at 210, so losing time to these top two guys. And it's going to... If the way it sits right now, Nicoletti's going to put his bike in another gear to catch up that KTM to get the overall, because the 2-2 ain't going to do it with Thompson leaving this one out.
All right, Cole Thompson right now, man, he looks good. I tell you what, sometimes the media, I'm a part of it, we're hard on this kid because he's not Mr. Friendly and everything, but when he goes out and does his job, he does his job well, Kyle.
Yeah, he's right in a good position here. I'm hoping he's feeling comfortable. You know, it's been a long time since he's led a 450 moto. We've seen a lot last year. I don't even think he won a moto. He won a couple overalls.
Yeah, he got 2 overalls with no moto wins, actually. It was crazy.
Yep.
But right now, looking good to win this moto, but still a long time to go here. With the halfway board is out, actually. It just came out the last time they were around. So we are just past halfway in this race right now. So that puts us at about another, 8 laps or so? Well, 10 laps, right? 8 plus 2? 8, 9 laps to go in this moto here. But look at this. The number 1 cannot find his way right up to the backside and make the pass on the 800. Lap traffic right in the way right now. Oh, that is not going to make Colton Fasciotti very happy.
Yeah, so
Cole, he got stuck right there. Get out of the way, boy. Get out of the way.
Yeah, that's a tiring position to be in, too, when you're trying to duck lines and get around these lappers, kind of taking your energy, sapping it up a bit.
Yeah.
All that energy you took to caught up to 800, his teammate, he lost all of that in one sweep.
All right, so Fascio rider right now sitting in that 4th position. As they're clicking through, this overall is going to be a lot easier to math out here in my head.
Yeah, there's not 6 guys going for it. We got 3 guys, and then Alessi, the dark horse, out there.
All right, so the laps are clicking off here. We are just past that halfway point. It is still Cole Thompson leading the way. Mike Alessi on screen. That is 3rd position currently right now.
Looks like Nicoletti is caught up. He's got down to a 207.5.
Wow.
So Nicoletti is now down to 2.5 seconds. He gained a half second.
It's coming down to who wants it. Who's going to be the guy who wants that battle? It's between them 2 right now for the overall. And Nicoletti just clicked off his fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, looking back at the GDR guys, they're a little bit off pace there. They're sitting at 2:11s now, so slipping back. There's an 8-second gap back to Alessi from
The battle
Nicoletti.
is between Thompson and Nicoletti here. As we're watching our 3rd place ride, we'll find those riders on track, the 16 and the 54. There's other ones battling out for this lead. And there's Kyle Springen right there, the 84 right there, and there's our leader right there. Cole Thompson right now, the 16. Once we switch into that next camera, we'll be able to see where Nicoletti is, and there he is, Woo.
Yeah.
He is closing in, Kyle. He is closing in. He's feeling it right now.
Yeah, he's back. That's the same thing he did last moto. It was about this time in the moto, just after the halfway mark. I'm sure he sees that X on the board, and he goes a little cross-eyed, and he just grabs another gear.
Goes a little cross-eyed. I like that right there. Cross-side. Well, Phil's got some interesting line choice right there. Close it in. So, yeah, he's got it into about a 2-second gap, I'd say, right now. But you know what? One of the hardest riders to make crumble is the 16 right there. I don't ever see him falter when... Oh! Phil stalls the bike. Phil Nicoletti having problems. The 54 is having problems right now.
So we're going to have to keep an eye on that as the camera jumped over to Thompson. Phil Nicoletti, looked like the electric start on these bikes are very convenient. We're going to let you know if he gets back up. I think he's still in that second position.
No, he has fallen back to fourth. I just saw out of the corner of my eye off camera here that he is back to fourth position. So Alessi in the second, Fasciotti in the third.
So with
Fasciotti could still claim the overall now if he makes the pass on Alessi with a 1-2 day compared to a 3-1 of Cole Thompson. So a bit of a toss-up here. And now with a 4-2, that puts Mike Alessi on the podium for the day.
And there you go. The dark horse is starting to come out. Alessi getting both hole shots and just slugging away at these laps here late in the Moto. He's kind of playing yo-yo right now with his teammate. I'm sure his teammate's like, come on, Mike, you know, give me that. I'm the number one. But Alessi definitely wants to land himself on the podium.
All right, so Mike Alessi still sitting in that second spot and riding good right here. Fasciotti not catching, not gaining, not catching him right there. And Phil Nicoletti was hauling the mail. And now is sitting back in that fourth position. It puts him off the podium for the day.
Yeah, so it looks like 11-second lead for the number 16, and it's back to a 2.5-second lead unless he's got over his teammate. So Mike finding a second win, it looks like, is matching blow for blow with Fasciotti on lap time. So we're going to see how this one stretches out with the last 2 laps to go.
I had dinner with Mike Alessi last night, and I told him, I said, you're going to be a fifth-place guy tomorrow, Mike. I guess I look like a fool.
Yeah, you owe him a steak dinner.
I owe him something, Mike. Good job on you, buddy. Way to make me look and sound so darn silly out there, because you're riding great right now.
Yeah,
boys are getting a lap traffic right now. That is the 28 machine of Eric Jeffries getting a little bit sideways right there. Lappers are not going to be an issue, I think, for Cole Thompson out here today. He's up front. He's doing what he needs to do. He's pulling away on that Red Bull KTM factory thrower race and ride.
Yeah, we haven't seen a moto like this from Cole since he rode 250Fs a few years ago, winning that 2016 championship. So this has probably got to feel a little bit like home, like back where he belongs. And we know Nicoletti, Thompson, Gerke, those angry little elves there, they love to win.
All right, there's our leader up over top, shining bright, looking good. Another rider, just like the Fasciotti type, makes it look so easy. A very effortless style, very relaxed, very calm, riding out of Cole Thompson all the time.
Yeah, so the battle on the track, Cole Thompson pulling away with this one. The battle on the track is going to be the battle of the day. And let's see, if Fasciotti makes that pass, he keeps that red plate moving forward. Unless he holds it down, he stays on the podium. And we're going to see maybe Nicoletti still has a second wind in him.
Yes, yeah, he was making, he dropped the fastest lap time of the race there on the lap prior to stalling his bike. So he's still got the speed in him, and he's probably angry now, too.
Yeah, you know what? Angry Phil is hungry Phil, and he's going to be coming down for those GDR Hondas. All
right, so still watching our leader right now, right here, the 16. We'll get a track record on the top rundown right here. So Cole Thompson, as he eases his way up to the finish line one more time, he is your leader. Mike Alessi sitting in that second position. Colton Fasciotti third. Phil Nicoletti fourth. Sean Moffenbauer having a great ride here in that fifth spot. Keelan Meston, Matt Gerke, Dakota Alex. Mike Brown is in ninth.
I don't know. I don't know what to say to you.
Mike Brown, 10-9 on the day, and he's going to go ahead and ride the premix moto here a little bit later on as well.
Yeah, he's still got more gas in the tank.
Crazy. Yeah, he's got premixed. Oh, they just crossed. Phil Nicoletti is all over the back end of Fasciotti right now, and the fastest man on track with the 207.
He's burning the laps up here. Let's see. It looks like Thompson slowed right up. Still got an 8.9.
We got a great battle brewing here behind our leader with the 54 and the number 1. We got to find those guys on track right now. That is the battle we're looking for third and fourth position. As Cole Thompson right now leading the way, but the battle is between the 54 and the number 1 out there. Just waiting for those guys to fill the frame. Alessi's still sitting in that second spot, but Nicoletti is on the gas right now, Kyle, the fastest man on the track.
Yeah, Nicoletti picked up where he left off.
Look at this, Alessi, wow. Fasciotti, and Nicoletti all in our frame right here.
Okay,
here we go.
So this is going to be the battle we're going to be watching as Alessi looks like he's slowing up a bit here now, and he's got the number 1. It looks like Phil Nicoletti has really jammed these guys up.
Wow, Phil Nicoletti, look at this guy go, the fastest man on track. So if Fasciotti gets Alessi, he gets the overall. If in his hands right now for that overall, nobody else can change it other than Cole Thompson, and he's up front doing his thing.
Yeah, Cole Thompson's got to just lead it out and do the best he can to hold down that first. Fasciotti's got to put himself in second right now or catch first to get that overall.
All right, so on screen, Alessi, Fasciotti, Nicoletti. Nicoletti's coming, but look at this. He catches him, and then he loses a little bit. Whoa! Got the double leg off. Getting a little wobbly down there on that Rockstar OTSF Yamaha.
Yeah, so catching up here at the back end of this Honda duel. And it looks like he lost a bit of time going down that Shaw Valley.
Yeah, look at this. This part here is where Colton is so good. Look at him just cruising around the inside. Yeah. Stay for a nice Sunday drive out here, although it is Saturday. But out for a side drive.
Nope.
Does he get him behind the bushes? No, not quite yet, Kyle.
Yeah, so good holding off there. Oh, wow, getting close there off that single. It looks like Nicoletti's right in there, too. So this oh, look at Nicoletti's line.
Nicoletti is trying anything, and he's going to make it work. No, but he closes in right now. Look at this. 2, 3, and 4 over the finish line side by side.
Yeah, looks like Leslie tried to take like a breath of fresh air there, try to get his wind back in him, as these guys are really tightening up here.
Wow,
in this race.
so Michael Leslie right there is in second spot. Fasciotti third, and Nicoletti in fourth. That is the battle on track right now. That is the hot action.
Yeah, so it's you throw a blanket over these guys.
Look at this. Alessi going to the wide line. Could he get around
Nicoletti.
both riders?
Nicoletti.
He's got Fasciotti, and he's trying to slingshot by the 800 of Alessi. No. And look at this. Fasciotti back on the inside.
And he says no.
Oh, my God. What a race we got going on here, race fans.
Yeah, so this battle tightening up here. Nicoletti is just hungry out there after that little stall, little tip over, whatever he had going on there. But good job by him by remounting, get going, and getting those fast laps back in there.
All right, Alessi. And now Fasciotti's coming back on Nicoletti. Fasciotti doesn't want to give it up.
Oh, so Nicoletti, he's come under heat, and he's still trying to chase down. And impressive for Mike Alessi to come under fire by these two guys and still hold down that second spot.
All right, Mike Alessi still doing good in second. Fasciotti now back in the fourth. Nicoletti in a Honda sandwich right now. Up over the mountain's edge one more time. Alessi got a little bit more of a cushion right here. He's still clicking off good laps. Fasciotti now tucked in behind Nicoletti. Can Nicoletti get by Alessi? That would once again change the podium again over there.
Yeah, some more math for Galdi here. So Alessi doing a great job. He looks comfortable, looks strong. Doesn't look like he's fading like last moto. So we're 12 laps into this moto. We got about 5 left to go.
Probably, yeah, 5 or so to go here. So we'll keep tabs on that as Fasciotti's still trying to keep his claws in the back end of the 54 machine. Phil Nicoletti, and Phil Nicoletti, he is just moving forward. We're going to see another fast lap out of Phil as he crosses here.
Yeah, so Phil really fast through section. See where he drives inside there, wide here. He straightens up these rollers and can really drive into that straight up, straight down jump there.
There it is. Look at him closing right in. He's right on the back end, and he went wide here last time. Does he do it again?
Oh, lapper in the way.
Lapper in the way, and Phil can't slide through just a little bit. He's trying. Well, he's dragging the foot unless he makes a mistake as well.
Yeah, so we're going to get some lap times out of these guys as they go by. It looked like about 2:09 for Phil last lap dealing with the passing Fasciotti, so we'll get some fresh ones coming up here shortly.
Phil Nicoletti, right? Look at this. He's trying for an outside line. He's going to slingshot to the inside. He's got him. Alessi opens up the door, and Nicoletti, the madman, takes the way. Back up the second he goes. Rockstar Energy OTSF right now, I'll tell you what. And here comes Fasciotti. Fasciotti slides by Alessi.
So there it is. Fasciotti's
and Fasciotti almost gets by Nicoletti. This is insane right now, Kyle. The action is so packed.
Yeah, so Fasciotti has a chance at the overall. He's got to pass it with a 54. And right now, Fasciotti looks like the fastest on the track.
And once again, we're back to the Phil 2-2 for third overall. Oh, my jeepers.
Yeah,
oh, my
so
jeepers.
Phil dropping those 2 positions. He gained them back. And Fasciotti put himself in that position to
take. That's such a great race on this there. We've lost to 16. How far up is he on that last lap there, Kyle?
About 9-second lead over these guys.
9-second lead, okay. So he's got this in his hand right now. It's up to him to close it up. But Fasciotti is the man that needs to make the pass to take that overall away from Thompson. Right now, the overall is going to the Red Bull KTM 10. Team to first round right here. Fasciotti just knocked a lapper out of the way. That was awesome to see.
Get out of the way.
Alessi look at maybe go 4-4 on the day. What a great start to the series. I did not have that picked.
No.
But Fasciotti is not letting him get away. Fasciotti always tough in the second half of these motos.
Yeah, so as we get through there, this moto is winding down. About 4 laps left to go. About 3.5 were the position on the track. And Fasciotti needs to make that pass for the overall, hang on to that red plate. And Nicoletti, he's got some moving and shaking to do to get up to Thompson there, about 8-second gap.
Yeah, he's got a lot of room. Look at this, those inside lines that Fasciotti uses. He really closes in these sections here. And then look at Phil Nicoletti's wide everywhere. He's carrying the speed all over the place.
Yeah, it looks like he hasn't adjusted his lines, but they're still fast.
He's making that section really work. Look at the gap he just pulled right there. Kyle pulled about 4 or 5 bike lines.
Yeah, he makes it a straightaway instead of a turning whoop section there, which is very difficult when you're riding, standing up, trying to make that turn through those rollers. He makes it straight. So Nicoletti there trying to hunt down that lead. He's got quite a distance to make up.
All right, so Phil Nicoletti, Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha, right now sitting in that second spot, looking to go 2-2 on the day. Colton Fasciotti still sitting in that third place right now, losing a little bit of time. Phil clicked off. Another great lap there, Kyle.
Yeah, it was interesting to see that Fasciotti, once he got passed by Phil, it almost gave him a little kickstart to get more speed out of him. He caught right back up to Phil and passed Alessi. So good on the number one to really make a charge out of here and maybe take the overall late in this moto.
Yeah, he's got to make that pass. That is the only way he's going to be able to bring that overall back to the Honda Canada GDR Fox team. 2 lap board is out. We missed that when CT and boys went by, so it's 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go here in Moto number 2 for the 450 class, our premier division right there. There's Sam Gaynor right there. What spot Sam Gaynor in?
Sam Gaynor is sitting in a 15th spot. So
15th spot. Oh, so the boys are lapping up inside the top 15 again.
Yeah,
going fast. Wow.
Yeah. Top guys are really shredding out there. And that number one, he sees that overall right in front of him. He's holding it in his hands there if he can get by that 54.
All right, so the same 4 people would be up on the podium again right here. Still ready to go. Okay, the racers right now looking good. The Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha rider right now on screen. Fasciotti has lost a little bit of that time.
Yeah, so Fasciotti just trying to make up that time, trying different lines. And Nicoletti just getting late in this moto. An impressive ride by Nicoletti. When you stall the bike and you panic a little bit, you get it going, you got 2 guys pass you. Oh, and Phil getting a little sloppy down that hill in the back of the Straw Valley.
All right, Sam Gaynor right now, the rookie, looking to be a smart move, getting out of the way of Fasciotti, the number 1 ride, getting by. That is 3rd spot. Sam Gaynor doing a great job, the rookie in 15th position, so good on him. And we're winding down here. Cole Thompson coming out of that Shaw Valley, the number 16. And there it is.
Flag.
The white flag is just behind us as we're looking at 3rd place right now. Colton Fasciotti. There it is. The leader right now. 1 to go. This is an impressive ride by Cole Thompson.
Yeah, he's got about a 9-second gap over these guys. And he's just got to be smart, get around the lappers there. And that'd be a good feeling. He's got to get a little luck on his side. Fasciotti is still in tow of Nicoletti. He makes that pass. He gets that overall.
All right, so the battle between Fasciotti and Nicoletti with 1 lap to go. We've got some lappers that could cause havoc for those guys out here for that final moto of the day.
So Cole Thompson there shaving his way through his lappers here, going back to this really rutted, tough section. These guys, it's crazy what they're dealing with in this back section here. You can't really tell
this
on
part
camera.
right here, I can't even imagine. Like, it looks not that bad. It looks bad on TV, so I can only imagine what it's like in real life right there when those boys are coming down to it. But no problems at all right now for the Red Bull KTM Factory Thor Racing rider. He just looked over to see where the riders are behind. He's got about a 7-second gap. I believe he's comfortable up front, Kyle.
Yeah, he's got to coast through this one and make sure he hits his marks. And there you go. There's Phil Nicoletti and Colton Fasciotti, and that's a battle for that overall. And Fasciotti makes that pass call. He gets that overall. And he carries that red plate to Prince George.
Nah, Phil ain't gonna let that happen, I don't think. No way. Hangry Phil. Right there, hungry and angry, but he's doing a good job keeping it up front. The Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha rider going to get on the podium today, hopefully hanging on to those 2-2 finishes. But the man of the hour right now is Cole Thompson. He got the lead on around the 6th or 7th lap and has not looked back.
And one thing that slipped my mind, the way it ends today, it might be a dual red plate come to Prince George with the tied points.
It would be a dual red plate, would it not? Yes, it is. There you go. But the overall would still go to Cole Thompson for the day. But yes, a tie for the points on the top of the 450 leaderboard. Red plates for everybody, Kyle.
You get a red plate.
I'll take one of those. Okay, so here we go. Just a few more turns. Red Bull KTM Factory Thor Racing rider Cole Thompson in the lead right now with just a few turns to go. Kyle, he's got to be happy about this one.
Yeah, he's going to be thrilled. We all know that he loves to win, and it's a good way. He came through, past Fasciotti early, past Nicoletti, past Alessi. Although Nicoletti, I would say, is the fastest guy, Thompson takes the win.
There it is. Cole Thompson throwing the fist. He is pumped. Look at him. Look at that fire right there. That is awesome to see. Congratulations right there. Phil Nicoletti, 2-2, pumping his fist.
He might think he's got the
He didn't even do that when he won the Arena Cross race.
Yeah,
right there. So overall, going to go to Cole Thompson. 2nd place going to be Fasciotti, and 3rd place now going to be Phil with 2-2s. Crazy way to finish. Whew. I'm going to make my way down the podium, buddy. You'll send it down. I'll do the live interviews again here. We're going to catch up with our winners. Thanks for tuning in. Fox Sports Racing Live. We love you guys. We'll be right back. Talk to our winners.
We're are back. Rockstar Energy Triple Crown live. We just seen the 450s do battle, and those top 4 guys, wow. What a show they put on. The same 4 guys in both motos. Very easy math for my counterpart, Ryan Gauld, as he made his way down to the podium. It looks like it's going to be 3-1 for Cole Thompson to get that overall, and his first overall of the year on the outdoors. We've seen him win a couple of arena crosses there, but he'll be pumped to get that moto win in that overall. Going 2-2, he actually dropped a 3rd there, is Phil Nicoletti, and Colton Fasciotti going to 1-3 will be tied in points, taking a co-red plate to Prince George there next weekend in beautiful Prince George, BC. So Colton Fasciotti, got to be happy with that, coming out of nowhere. He hasn't raced in a long time, going 1-3 and staying on that red plate, staying in the points lead there. Phil Nicoletti, tough luck there, going 2-2 and getting a 3rd overall. Who would have thought there? But Phil's going to be happy nonetheless as he put down some really fast laps that last moto there and, put the burners on. Couple guys that we're going to be watching going forward. Michael Lessie, hole shot, and wow, we're going to be keeping an eye on him as he moves forward. He's going to get better as these motos go along. It seemed like that halfway mark, he just kind of put an anchor out, and those guys caught on to him and made the passes. But Sean Moffenbauer, good start to that. So we got Cole Thompson, actually. Sorry to break that up. We got Cole Thompson down there at the podium with Gauldy.
Thanks a lot, Kyle. Live here at Fox Sports Racing. Cole Thompson, I'll tell you what, I did a podcast this week, and we did not think you were going to do something like this. Dude, man, you earned that one. You got that lead about lap 7, and you never looked back, man. Congratulations. What a way to start the series. It's got to feel good.
Yeah, no, last year I said, I think after round 2, I was 28 points behind. I lost the championship by 28 points, 29 points. And I said, this year my goal is to fix the first 2 rounds and then go after it once we get to the East. You know, I've never felt this strong. And honestly, I don't want to come off as cocky, but it was like another Sunday drive out there, man. It just, the bike's flowing. KTM Red Bull, my mechanic Steve, we got things driving this year, and it shows. You know, when we can go out there and we passed all the top guys, and I said that when I came out, I said I passed them all, you know, and that was something I never could do last year. And man, right there, it's just ego, confidence, everything that I've been working for all winter is just through the roof right now. You know, I'm not considered an outdoor guy, but feels good to get that one for sure.
Congratulations, Cole Thompson. Red plate heading into round number 2.
A lot of confidence there, the number 16. We see that a lot indoors with his indoor skills. He won the Supercross Series last year, the Arena Cross Series last year, as well as the Arena Cross this year. So 3 championships in the last year and a half. But we haven't seen that confidence in the outdoors. We talked about it earlier, Gauldy and myself, about a couple overalls last year. Lost the overall championship to Colton Fasciotti, about 28 points, he said there. So a couple overalls last year, never winning a moto. So that's a huge monkey off the back there to get that overall there, or get the overall, but that moto win was bigger than ever. So as we look on to Calgary, we're going to wait for another guy here. We'll go through the field. Phil Nicoletti getting the fastest lap in both motos, though, and having this extra power, it seemed like. As soon as that halfway board comes out, the X board comes out, he grabs another gear, finds some speed, and catches up to those leaders, makes those passes count. And it just slipped away from him. It would have been a real good race with the number 16 and the 54 right to the end if he had stayed up and not had that issue there stalling after the old Mountain's Edge. But nonetheless, good race by Phil to get 2-2 on the day and start his campaign. So right now we're going to send it down to Phil, talk about his moto.
Yeah, that's the way the points work that way. It's always been that way when it does that. Yeah.
Our Honda Fox team, just everybody.
All right, Kyle, thanks a lot. Down here live, sorry I wasn't realized we were on right there. I was talking to Phil and working the points out. Phil at 2-2 is the 3rd overall the way the points work out. Not even worried about the points by the all, dude. What an amazing second moto. Like, you wanted that. What happened there? Did we stall the bike?
Yeah, I just stalled it. I don't know what happened, but it took it a little too long to get going. So that was kind of a bummer for me. But overall, I felt like I was the 1-1 guy today. It just didn't work out like that. But my speed really good. That's all that mattered to me. We'll come out to Prince George and see how it goes.
All right, Phil Nicoletti right here, 2-2 on the day, heading 3rd spot. A great way to start the series, brand new.
And there you go, Phil, not happy as usual, not winning. Obviously, he's got a good start to the year. A 2-2, he's right in the points, only a point behind those guys. So great start, and it's going to be a tight battle going to Prince George up in BC. So make sure you tune in for that. And if you're in BC region, make that trek up to Prince George. Beautiful scenery wherever you go in BC. And see those guys take home those wooden bears. Our last guy on the podium there, Colton Fasciotti, what a great start to the year. announced his retirement, his last year, his last kick at the can. Can he get that 6th championship? He's really put himself in a good position going forward, carrying that red plate and being able to battle with those top guys. Those 4 guys really kind of separated themselves from the field. We've seen Sean Moffmeyer in that second one. Have an eye for him as we go later in the year. One guy that we didn't see any of today was the number 2 Kawasaki of Matt Gerke, a guy that has won championships. He's had 3 championships here, but in Canada. But the thing I'm going to think of is he is a late starter, so hopefully Prince George, we see a different Matt. Once we hit east, he's always guns a-blazing, and he's going to be a guy to watch moving forward. So have an eye for the number 2 of Matt Gerke on that Kawasaki. A couple other standouts as we move forward. So Colton Fasciotti is down there with Goldie.
All right, thanks a lot there, Kyle. Great job, Colton Fasciotti. Didn't get the overall, tied for the overall win there. Seemed like in that moto you just kind of couldn't seem to get going until really late in that one.
Yeah, it just seemed like I was eating a lot of roost out there. There's one spot on the track where it was dusty, and I kind of had to check up a little bit, and I just kind of felt like that messed with my flow a little bit. But all in all, rode decent. Felt like I rode a little bit better at the end of the moto, but just needed to get on a little bit quicker there.
Well, you know what? Double red plates heading to Prince George. You'll keep that. Colton Fasciotti going to finish 2nd overall today with 3-1 scores. Still holding that red plate. Feeling good heading into the next round, Kyle.
Wow, what a day there. And that's a shot of the Calgary city. And what great racing in both classes. I hope you guys enjoyed at home in the Fox Sports Live. And we hope you join in Prince George next Saturday, June 8th, for the next round, the 2nd round of the MX Tour. Rockstar Energy Triple Crown continues. Thanks for tuning in.